Hello, I'm MC Toon, and it's Tuesday night. Tonight is a debate scheduled with Dimock, who isn't yet here. He can't really keep a schedule very well. He said yes when I said after 10 p.m. tonight. Who knows when he'll show up, but we've got some derp. Don't worry, there's always some derp. Flat Out Hero is here, which Flat Out Hero only ever has one thing. He doesn't understand maps. Flat Out Hero, if you have something other, some actual positive evidence, maybe until Dimock. Because Dimock is the king of the flurfs, Like, he is, well, they should all just have him be their spokesperson. Can you imagine? So I'm going to show you, yeah, after 10 is so vague. He works. Dimock is employed. He's probably a taste tester down at the urinal cake factory, and he works second shift or something like that about. So there it is. Flat Out Hero says he has a challenge for me. I'm sure it's basically him not understanding how things work. So what I'll do is I'm gonna play a little video by QNFEE. I posted it on Facebook today. It is so incredibly dumb. You will all love it. You won't believe. It's. I'll put it in the chat so that you can go comment on it yourself. All right. He gets a little sweary for no reason. So let's see. He has his own intro even, which is dumb. Anyway, so is this it? It's got a picture of me in it. Look at that. So, all right. Let's listen to QNFEE talking about this. Now, let's see. I commented on here earlier today, and oh, look at that. It's gone. He deleted my comments. But I took screenshots. Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
right.
It's exactly noon. And what time is it at your place?
It's exactly midnight here, and I can see the midnight sun.
In what direction you see the sun?
My sun have an azimuth of 1.9.
Huh? How's that possible? I see the sun on 178. Huh? You are a liar.
No, you're a liar.
Oh, you are a piece of shit.
Go buy a wheelchair, imbecile. Out some bionic legs.
So funny.
Liar.
Piece of shit.
Liar.
Piece of shit.
So I'm going to pause it here.
I see some retard comments in my video. Debunking the cloak.
Oh,
and
no. He's talking about... Oh, my gosh. He doubled down. He doubled down, people. All right, hold on. There, this is the one. Oh, he did a new one. Oh, my gosh. All right, so my comment, maybe it's still here. There it is. Yep. All right, let's. I'm gonna have to watch his double down live. All right.
Flat Earth Quickie. Cancellation of.
All right, number one. The time is February 2022. Or it's 2022, March 20th. March 20th, 2022 at 12 of the clock UT. You see that up there? 12 of the clock UT. 12 of the clock.
Case and proof
Important.
the Earth is flat? Yes, we can. March 20th at noon. On the 80 latitude north, prime meridian. The sun had an hour.
All right, so 80 degrees north at longitude 0 east on the prime meridian, and the zenith angle of the sun.
Azimuth of 178.1,
So almost due south.
and we can verify that with the sun tables. For the same date, same location.
He's so dumb. All right, I'll skip ahead to where he puts it. He plots it on an actual globe right here.
On
Right
the 80 latitude north.
there it is.
So this is north,
ship
where
on
the
there.
ship is, and where the blue line is south. So it's little short of 180 degrees south.
All right, so we put it there. I'll jump ahead now. And he moves it around in this 3D thing. Now this is important here. This time right here. He's trying to get them. He's trying to get them for the same time, but you can look here. This is 2022 March 21, not March 20th, at 0 UTC. So he thought, this will blow your mind. He thought that because he moved to a different location, that he needed to adjust the clock, even though it was the UTC time. That's how incredibly bad he is at this.
There's a navigation data for the 80 latitude south, on 180 longitude east. 12 hours later, so it's the next day.
12 hours later, so it's the next day.
March 21. And the sun had an azimuth of 1.9.
So an azimuth of 1.9. So the position is 80 degrees south latitude on 180 degrees east east longitude. So on the opposite at basically the international date line. 12 hours later. And he said that himself, but he thinks it's the same time.
We can verify that with the sun tables. 180 east, longitude 9. I will highlight the
So here
line.
he's putting it on his 3D chart here.
360 degrees or 0 degrees is up. And then just over 0 degrees, of course.
So it is 12 hours later. He thinks it's at the same time, but it's 12 hours later. The first one was at noon UTC, and the second one is at midnight UTC the next day. Both UTC.
Azimuth of 1.9. Let me change camera view.
It's so bad. Oh. There it is.
So the sun points in 2 different directions.
So he thinks that's at the same time, but he did them in 12 hours separate.
How can that be? Well, there is a simple fix. Just like this. You are not upside down on some South Pole.
What an idiot.
Piece of shit.
Hello?
Hello?
And then he spends the rest of the time just mocking other people when he got it completely wrong. Now, oh my gosh. So my comment was not deleted. I told him, because I didn't want him to delete it. I wanted him to double down. It's so easy to play these flips. I said, your observations are 12 hours apart. It seems you missed that little part. And I said, you can delete your embarrassing video. I have a copy. Because they delete videos. And then, of course, everything that QNFEE types is basically a riddle. It doesn't make sense. I don't know what part of Flurfderpia he's from, but it's not a native English speaking part, I think. And question, you know what 12 hours of sun time is, question mark. I am glad you have a copy. Maybe you like a copy of my next video. So he was already planning the video that I accidentally played a little bit ago. And then he's got a fanboy here. Elton Hartley says he says that in the video. Seems you missed that part, but Dora Nku says, are you implying the sun moves 180 degrees in 12 hours? That sounds dangerously close to 15 degrees per hour. Bob measured. Impossible. Anyway, he calls me McLooney Tune. Maybe I should model it on a flat sheet. It's not on. It's sorry. I knocked my ruler. It's not on me to provide evidence for flat Earth. It's on you. So, and then this guy, the guy that used flat level planes to build his 3D Lego globe Earth. Oh yeah, that's right up here. Ranty said that would trigger them. It did. All right. So, so good. Anyway, so they're trying to say that it was at the same time, but of course, both myself and Dora put the specific times that was on there. Anyway, so and then yeah, he comes in with this brilliant one. I think he sleeps with this teddy bear also. I don't know what that has to do with it, but all right. All right, here is. I'll jump ahead here to where he's trying to explain things. So I've not seen this one yet.
Piece of shit.
Oh dear. I see some retard comments in my video. Debunking the globe under 4 minutes.
Oh, by the way, the video is a 6-minute video.
I have here 2 idiots that don't understand it.
Come on.
Here. Dora Nku. I can see those idiots don't understand what I did.
All right.
I don't talk about rotations. I model it up on the same moment.
No, it's not.
Do you understand that? 12 p.m. at the prime meridian
UTC.
is 000 hour, midnight, and the next day on 180 longitude east.
No, it's UTC. Both of them
This
are
is the
UTC.
same moment. Who talks about rotation here? Here, 80 latitude north on the prime meridian.
He doubles down.
And then the time is 12 o'clock p.m.
UTC.
noon.
He thinks
And then on the opposite side,
this guy. He thinks that if you move to a different position, you have to and use the same time zone. You have to shift the time, even though it's the same time zone. Oh, it's so dumb. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
on the same moment,
No, it's not.
it is midnight. And the next day, I clearly explained it in my video.
Wrongly.
Are you stupid, you piece of shits? How dumb are these comments? I clearly see you don't understand it.
Oh my gosh.
Same
This is
moment.
So good.
You know, same moment in time.
No, it's 12 hours apart.
If I was you, I would. If I was you, I would be embarrassed
Oh my gosh.
for being stupid.
He's tripling down.
You have a copy. Maybe download some more copies
Yep. I
that
will.
remember of your stupidness. You piece of shit. You're one of the dumbest ballers I've seen. Nobody ever come to my channel and debunk my fits, and now you think you can do it?
It was easy.
You clearly don't understand it.
was
Now
so,
get lost,
this
moron.
guy's so dumb.
McLooney Tune. Piece of shit.
so dumb. If this guy's brains were farts. If this guy's brains were farts, he could sit in every mass in every cathedral ever, and nobody would hear a thing.
So, retard, what I'm going to show you now is at the same moment in time.
It's not.
Pay attention. I love 2D modeling, just like this retard.
Oh my gosh.
Baltard modeling, no special skill needed.
This is
I love 2D globe modeling on a flat sheet. Well, I'm going to use this flat sheet from that piece of shit, Fight the Flat Earth.
oh,
So if he can use it, I can use it. It makes things more easy for me.
no. To
I
make
remember
it more,
doing this a couple of years ago.
to make it more easy for you, QNFE, we'd have to be in crayon. And definitely when you're done drawing it, your mommy would put it on the fridge. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
In a video, and all ballers attack me, and they say I could not do this because you cannot show altitude. No, idiots, you show only directions.
All right, people asking, what's this guy's name? QNFEE is his name. And here's the video. You go ahead. Let him know what you think.
Directions. So let me use this tiny model. I made the coordinate system a little bit clearer, and I added some
By the way, Dimock says he's still at work and he's heading home soon.
compasses. Oh, the U.S. Nautical Office. Altitude and azimuth of the sun or moon during one day.
I have a feeling this is gonna get
This data
boring
surface
quick.
calculate altitude and azimuth of the sun and moon at multiple times during any day between 1700 and 2100. Okay, let me think of a date. Yeah, I know one. July 20, 1969,
Woodstock?
when they landed on the moon.
Oh, when they land on the moon. Yes. Okay. Got it.
Here I
Woodstock was
selected the
later, wasn't
moon. Here July 20th.
And Cretan Bull says he thinks he's Dutch.
And now I selected 80 latitude north on the prime meridian.
Oh, he's gonna get the time wrong
Let
again.
me get this data.
He's gonna get the time wrong again.
Let's measure from 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Okay.
On 6 a.m. it had an azimuth of 28.2. The azimuth for the moon at the 80 longitude north on the prime meridian was 28.2. 28.2.
Okay.
Now let's move 6 hours to the east, where it's 12 noon. The moon at the same date
The moon
on the 90 longitude east, on the 80 latitude north.
at the same time or a
Let's
different
calculate
time?
the data.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna use a different time, isn't he? He needs to use 6, right? 6 a.m.
Noon.
He goes to
The moon at an azimuth of 205.
Oh my gosh.
The azimuth at 12 noon.
He used a
It was
different time again.
205.4. That will be around here.
Dumb. Oh, dumb.
Hold on.
He can't. He
What is
can't figure
this?
out time zones. There's only one
Where is
time
the
zone.
moon?
All he has to do is not change the time. Just pick the same time. The UTC is the same no matter where you are. Oh my.
Love this way of modeling. Let's do another one. And now let's move to the west. To the 80 latitude north.
And his 90 latitude or longitude. He's gonna change the.
Get
time.
data.
Yep.
Let's see, west 90, north 80.
6 a.m. right? Nope, he'll do a
And
different
then
time.
it must be 12 o'clock
Oh my gosh! Yep, he went midnight.
a.m. And the moon at an azimuth of 210.8.
It's stupid. It's so stupid.
So here we are.
QNFE. My
This is
gosh.
180 degrees south.
Oh my.
So we have to move this line 25 degrees. 25.4 degrees to be exactly.
Oh. What? Why?
25.4 degrees.
This is the. He takes stupidity.
This
to
looks like
another
a
level.
circus. On which moon they landed.
And I mean, this perfectly shows, right? He chose 6 hours one way and 6 hours the other way, and you can see they're 90 degrees offset from each other. Exactly what you'd expect if you used 6 hour shifts, because the Earth rotates 1/4 of its spin in 6 hours. He's proving the globe.
There must be a lot of moons.
Oh my gosh.
Which one is the real one?
Oh my gosh. This is so dumb.
Let's see what happened. If we change this data to
Are
the
you
sun.
Are you gonna do it again?
Prime meridian, 80 latitude north.
Oh jeez. It's... All right. It's
At 6.
so I
AM.
commented on 6
The
a.m.
sun at an azimuth of
I
84.
commented on his video that he is really gonna give Flatzoid
Azimuth,
a run for his money for top left.
84.7. So 5.3 degrees up.
Oh jeez. I mean, I like his technique. That's a
84.7 degrees.
pretty good technique there. If only you could figure out time zones.
The sun at 90 degrees
The
east.
time zone.
On the 80 latitude north.
All right, let's see it. Pick the wrong time again. 6 a.m. Do 6 a.m. Come on. He won't.
At noon.
No! Noon! So dumb.
The sun at an azimuth of 272.2.
Oh, God.
272.2.
Yep. 90 degrees
That's about
off
here.
because he picked the wrong
Now
time.
let's move 90 degrees to the west.
All right. Yep.
The sun 90 degrees west.
All right. We know what he's going to do. He's going to get the wrong one. There it is. He got the wrong one again because he picked the wrong time.
So that must be 6 p.m.
Oh, jeez.
That's about here. Which one is
Oh.
the real sun?
He did it for a fourth time. Oh my gosh, he did it for a fourth time.
So I thought they already had figured it out
Oh my
hundreds of
God.
years ago.
I mean, we. All right, that's enough of that. I mean, how many times is it? Do we just say all that flat earthers can present is their misunderstanding of the globe, and he's just not understanding the globe? It's just a misunderstanding of the globe. Ooh, I see Dimmack in the chat. Dimmack, I have sent you the Zoom link. So fire it up, Dim. Oh my gosh. All right, so that means that I've saved you all from having to see Flat Out Hero in his dumpster of a home. His house is just it's an absolute pigsty. Pigs would leave, I think. But all right. Oh, he's driving. Dimock, if you're driving, don't be typing. My gosh. He's driving in the rain. Don't, oh my, and typing on his phone. Don't do that. Don't do that. So anyway, go let QNFEE know your thoughts on his incredible wisdom there. Okay. So Peter Collins for 129 CZK says, love having insomnia on a Tuesday night. Thanks, MC. Well, thank you. All right, Dim, drive the speed limit and don't type. How about that? The amount of work that QNFEE put into debunking himself, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. They do all this stuff, and it's just so fun to just tear apart. All right. So, all right, let's see. I missed something. I'm gonna roll back here. Cretan Bull says that for two Canadian, that is an impossible level of stupid. Top left. It truly is. Top left. And like I commented on his other video, the previous video, he is giving Flatzoid an absolute challenge for next year if he can keep up the pace. So let's see. Mr. QTube, first name Fat, for $5 says maybe Dimock isn't driving, but he's traveling. There you go. Ooh, Extra J, who for some reason has a close relationship with the Quantum Degreaser, gave a link to Quantum Degreaser's debunk of space in 30 seconds. Well, that sounds like an invitation I cannot refuse. So, here we go. I gotta pause it. There, it's paused. Don't want to miss it. Let's see. There we go. There is Quantum Degreaser's Ain't No Vacuum in Space.
So I'm getting sick and tired about hearing about a vacuum in space. Because here's a vacuum. Now, have we ever seen a single picture, NASA, have you ever shown us a single picture of a plug-in in space? That's right. Where's that vacuum supposed to get its power from up there? Did you ever think about that?
Yep.
So, yeah, until we see that, good luck with that one.
That's a little better than QNFEE's attempt. Sean Hawkins says this is Dimock. Dimock is traveling. He's in the rain, typing on his phone while he's traveling or driving or who knows. So that was Quantum Degreaser. I'll put it in the chat. He is one of the leading flirfs. A flexpert, if you will, a very, very flexpert. That is Michael Watch, that's the best proof that space doesn't have a vacuum that I've ever seen. Yeah, Quantum Degreaser, he's up there with Flat Out. Not Flat Out Hero, just Flat Out. Flat Out, the founder of the Flat Earth Community University. And there's a few of them around. So, all right. Demock. Where are you, man? Where are you, Demock? All right. So I had that. Yeah, that I figured that Demock would be late. Check Discord for picture of the vacuum of space from Mute Donkey. All right, Mute Donkey. Check Discord. If you're gonna send it to me on Discord, just send me a DM so I don't have to hunt it down. All right, here we go. Going to the general tab. Oh yes, I've seen that. I'll put it in. I will put it in for you. I can't believe QNFEE. She's just, it's like they're trying. Like, you couldn't be worse if you tried. I mean, that's where Poe's law comes in, right? That's where Poe's law comes in. They're so ridiculous that you can't differentiate their absolute insanity from somebody trying to be as insane as possible. Flat out hero wants me to drop him a link. Somehow he didn't show up in my I'm looking at my email. Nothing from Flat Out in my email. How am I going to send you a link, Flat Out hero? Not gonna lie, out of context, nobody would understand this pic. That is a picture of the vacuum in space. Angel Rivera says, "Do you know the combination of the dome?" I think it's 696969, if I'm not mistaken. That's to get out. To get in, I don't know. That's a heavily guarded secret. It's the Mega Maid. So, Flat Out hero, if you do want to come on here sometime, you're gonna need to schedule it, right? Because Dimock is supposed to be showing up here sometime soon. So, all right. Now after I went and hunted it out in the chat, then he sends it to me in DM. Got it already. No, I keep the Discord up on a particular hidden channel to help monitor my my live stream here. So I hate smartphones, who apparently from an iPhone sent a super chat for $1.99. I think it's from an iPhone because the iPhones do it to 99 cents instead of $2 even. Says Quantum Degreaser has got to be a Poe, right? I don't know. He is a very, very flexpert. Oh, Flat Out hero. I knew would say that BS tune, haha, ooh, so scared. It's refreshing to reconfirm that every time. Well, you have been in here and I have said send me an email. And then you don't send me an email. The last time you were in here, that's what I said. And so you know my email address. I still don't have an email from you saying send me a link. So I don't know. Maybe I would. But yeah. Okay. I gotta get that off. Don't need to have that on there anymore. So someone called I hate smartphones is using Android. Then it's my girlfriend. Yeah, Connell Silver first says, Flat Out here, you might want to learn English before you try insulting people. Oh, there's the bots they were talking about. Yep. They always show up here. They're these different sites that they want you to go to. I don't know. The flurfs get they get lonely, so you know. All right. Tell you what, Flat Out Hero, send me an email. If you're, I don't know, if you can figure it out. Or Bite Mahagus. Maybe Bite Mahagus, you can explain how GPS actually works on Flat Earth. How it, so the data that you can gather yourself using your own antenna with your own software and your own computer, saying that the particular satellite is a certain distance away. How does that work? You could explain that. I'm sure you won't. 100% sure you won't. Yeah, so Dr. Nimrod says you should try making the chat subscriber only. That seems to stop the bots. The thing is, I don't want to raise that bar really, because it seems a little like forcing people to subscribe just to comment, and I don't mind if they're not subscribed. So I always put in a delay. So on this particular chat, it's a 33-second delay. So you can only send a message once every 33 seconds. That tends to cover a lot of that. And then there's a bunch of mods in here that can handle it. So let's see. Bite Mahagus. I know you don't believe your own statement there. You're just trying to shrug off stuff, but have no real meat to offer up, so you resort to childish crap. Actually, Bite Mahagus, no flat earthers ever presented anything that was real, you'd call real meat. Maybe you can, maybe you could show us how to do celestial navigation. If I give you three positions, 3-star angle measurements, could you get your position using just flat earth geometry, flat earth math, flat earth based calculations? I'm sure you could not. I'm 100%, but I'm so sure I have $10,000 waiting for you to not do it, because you can't. No flat earther can. I did say a 33-second delay, Mr. QTube. I did. If I'm not expecting a whole lot of people watching, I'll do a shorter one. But for debates, I like to do a 33-second delay, just to get 33 just a bit more triggered. All right, I'm still waiting for an email from Flat Out Hero. Oh, Andrea Huddle. Can you please ask your mods to stop timing out 33 so quickly? I enjoy reading and laughing at his stupidity, but miss it because they're so quick. So, well, the thing is, it's a competition. We have an agreement. I pay 33 exactly nothing, and he comes in here and says the stupidest things he can think of for the low price of absolutely nothing. And the mods get a chance to play Whack-A-Troll. So I don't think so. But maybe the mod who wins, because you see who gets it first. Maybe the mod who wins could copy paste 33's message so that people could read his derp. Would that be fun? That's a good one. Let's try that. Oh, and Quantum Degreaser is here. Says, my Sir Little Wolf, my channel has all the evidence you'll need, but I'll add more. And Dave Cernak says, check out the Weather Network Canada. They sent a weather balloon to 100,000 feet that showed a curve of the Earth. The problem is, without even knowing it, they probably used a GoPro with a stock lens. People do that because it's cheap. A rectilinear lens is typically pretty expensive on a decent camera, so they usually don't do that. So the best lens I've ever seen go up in a balloon was done by a flat earther, Dwayne Kellum. He used a really nice Sony camera, very similar to the one I have, and a f1.8 lens that has so little distortion you can't actually see it. So yeah, and of course, you see the curve of the horizon. So anyway, Petermas Prime says he just got here. No, we're still waiting for Dimock. Dim Mac. Whatever. I know he thinks it's the death touch, but it's the derp touch, really. David George with a $2 super chat that says, for some sweet Toonshine. I am out of Toonshine. All I have is this today, so thanks. I'll try to get some next time. The Kitsumi Cavalier says, you haven't seen Mr. Sensible's Mage 2 footage? I have. I absolutely have. And I don't show it because it's his thing. And so I'll show Dwayne Kellum's because he's a flirt. And I want you guys need the variety. That's I respect Mr. Sensible, and I want him when he debates people to use that. But his lens did have just a tiny bit, and the horizon was still curved. So the flat earthers don't. I mean, it hurts them more than anything else. But that's why so yes, it's not quite, but it actually defeats them even more. And Peter Collins comes in with 50 degrees, 49 minutes, 30 seconds south, 69 degrees, 19 minutes, 30 degrees west, which if I know my coordinates, that is Lake Titicaca. Oh, thank you for that. Jiffy Cones for $2 says, Mallory's laptop died. It made me sad. Her laptop made you sad? Or her laptop computer made you sad? Or did it make you sad that her laptop died? Or that her laptop computer died? You need to clarify. Cosmonaut, good words here, says, beware, Dimock has been a bit more unhinged than normal today in Discord. Wonder if work chilled him out a little. How could he be more unhinged than normal? He's permanently 100% unhinged, I think. I don't know where he is. Come on, Dimock. Now, I sent him a Zoom link. I said, get your camera working. We want to see your lovely face, Dimock. So, I hate smartphones on a smartphone says for $4.99. I would like a flat earther to tell me how any ham radio operator can talk to the astronauts on the ISS if everything is a lie. Especially with a highly directional antenna pointing up. How is that going to work? Of course it wouldn't. It would not. Yes, John Rapp. I'm not going to read that, though. People, you're going to have to read the chat from John Rapp yourself. Yep, exactly. All right. Let's see if he's commented to me on Discord. He said 5 minutes, and he just sent it. So, all right. T-minus 5 minutes to Dimock. And still no email from Flat Out Zero. The only way that he communicates is through Google Hangouts, which like is hard to get to anymore because Google is getting rid of it. So I don't have it up anymore, so I have to go find it, log in with the correct account. I have several different Google accounts. So oops, that's not what I wanted. I hid the wrong thing. So yeah, so I have Flat Out Hero's email addresses. I have 2 of them, but he has never responded to me, even though he has told me that those are the correct email addresses. So I don't know. Oh, evening to Bob the Science Guy, who was present for the last time Dimock was on. All right. I hate smartphones again comes back with, yes, I do use a smartphone, but I still hate them. I suppose you can. You can hate them and use them at the same time. Bite Mahaga says, nope, I couldn't, but I can demonstrate the actual physics of water. I'll give you a hint. It doesn't bend. Well, certainly with a claim such as that, you have measurements. Certainly you would. You wouldn't just make a claim without evidence, would you? Oh, wait. You would, because that's the Flurf way. Flurfs never have evidence. Never. They just say what they just make their claim, and then they expect you to believe it. So they're like, put water in a bathtub. Okay. How are you going to measure it to the required accuracy? Oh, wait, measurement? No, can't do that. So, but yes, actually, the curvature of the surface of water has been measured. And so if you come in, Bite Mahagas, and make a claim about the shape of the surface of water or the flatness of it and have no evidence, I'll just laugh at you for being stupid. And then I will show measurements of the curvature of water, which you will have nothing but nuh-uh. It's actually so easy, right? You just type in Jesse Kozlowski level lake into Google. He has two different measurements, one at 1/2 mile, one at about 1.5 miles. Peter Miss Prime says, I'd like to see you use videos or photos from any space agency of the Earth from space and hold the Flurf's feet to the fire about the evidence. So, a little of the philosophy of debating the Flurf. You can hold their feet to the fire for only so long because they don't have any evidence. They only have misunderstanding of the globe. That's it. So when you say, show your evidence, all they ever do is they're like, oh, well, here's this thing that's a misunderstanding of the globe. And they'll say, well, then what? Then show the detailed analysis of it. They can't, because none of them did. None of them can do any math. Flat earthers cannot do 8th grade math. So you can hold their feet to the fire for a certain amount of time, but then it's just a infinite regression of the same loop. So you have to, eventually, because the audience is going to say, all right, that's getting boring because it's just the same thing, right? So when you send a picture of the Earth from 1972 taken on a Hasselblad film camera and developed in a dark room, they just say, nuh-uh. That's it. And I say, well, all right, well, where they'll say it's fake. I'll say, well, where's your analysis of it? They have nothing. That's how much of losers they are. Flat earthers, you guys are losers. When you make a claim, you never can back it up. So, never. It's the same thing, and they usually just only have one level deep. They'll show a laser right over something and say, okay, well, where's the analysis of the refraction? Oh, well, it didn't happen, they say. Of course it did. It always happens. And the place where it happens the most is over water and on a day that was sunny, and in the evening is even more, right? So they take it after sunset on a day that was clear. It is the significantly most aggressive refraction conditions possible, and then they claim that there are none. So, what do you do? I mean, how much more of a denialist can you be? They never have anything, or they'll say, flat out hero, he likes to point to one that's over a frozen lake in the winter. Now, he lives in Arizona. I live in Minnesota. I have stood on a frozen lake in the winter in boots that are not quite good enough. And what happens is your body is okay and your feet are so cold because it's colder near the surface of the lake. The ice is trying to gather energy to change phase. So it's colder near the surface of the ice and warmer as you go up. That is an aggressive temperature gradient. And what do? They pretend there is none at all. So, all right. Anyway, Peterman's Prime, that's why there's only so much that you can hold their feet to before it gets a bit redundant. So, but yeah, I do like holding their feet. Skits Crasher says, for $2, just wanted to share a bit of my NASA shill money. Well, thank you. Be sure to get your receipt from Karen. Get Betty. Get it from Betty in NASA HR. Karen, she never approves. Like, if you tip more than 15% when you go to the NASA space bar at the secret NASA moon base, she'll just reject the entire thing. She'll be like, you tip too much, you're out. So be sure to always send it to Betty. She's much better. Jiffy Cone says, Mallory's laptop dying made me sad. I want to donate, but the shills are asking for money on PayPal. Also, thanks for making me pay you more money. Well, you're welcome, Jiffy Cones. Yes, I didn't know that Mallory's laptop died. That is sad. She is an excellent comedian. Monkey Cat Pat, who has been a member for an entire year at the Einstein level, says flat earthers don't need measurements. They have their eyes in total disregard of anything scientific. Indeed they do. Love to, like, pour water in a glass, pour water in a tub. How did you quantify that? You didn't. Or I love this when they're like this. That's it. That's all you have is pointing at this. How would that be different if the Earth is different? What's your explanation? You think this is somehow showing a particular Earth shape? How would it be different in your imagined other Earth shape? How can you quantify the difference so that we could go use this to test? They don't know. So this is an egg. So, all right. Luke Filewalker says, good morning from Germany. He's been a member for 14 months at Einstein. Says, a flat earth debate is always a good start in the day. I hope so. Dima, oh, there he is. He sent me a message on Discord. Let's see what he says. I'm here. We can go to Asylum. Not sure the link's working. I'm good. No mod needed. All right. No, come on. I'll send you a Zoom link. Come on into Zoom. No mod needed. He wants to not use it. Yes, Doug Button Boss has just noticed my shirt. Hey, boo boo, have you seen the picnic basket? So, all right. I'm going to try to get him to come on Zoom so that we can see him. I really want to see him. Dr. Nimrod is a new member at Newton. Thank you for that, Dr. Nimrod. Right. Bite Mahagas says, well, I built an enormous ruler and also it down on the ground or ocean surface. About a mile should be good. You can laugh. I enjoy spreading joy in the world. Doesn't change the truth. So you're going to build an enormous ruler, a mile-long ruler. And how much flex will this ruler have over the distance of a mile? How much rigidity is necessary in order to flex less than the curvature of the Earth that has been previously measured for centuries? How? It can only flex a small amount. There is no material known to man that won't flex more than the curvature of the Earth. So good luck on that. And that's, again, how much of losers flat earthers are, that they can't even figure out that over the course of a mile, any material you pick is going to flex by many feet. Steel, I mean, they don't bend train tracks when they install them because they bend enough to go up and down over the topography. So, all right. Well, Dimock wants to go to the Discord server. All right. Let's see here. There it is. So, all right. I'll shut down Zoom since he can't figure out how to use it. There we go. All right, Dimock, hold on a second.
Can you hear me?
I can. We were hoping that you'd come on Zoom with your adoring fans want to see your face. Did you not think about your adoring fans? Oh, I'm muted there. There we go. How do I? Gotta unmute myself. All right. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was trying to get you on Zoom because people want to see your face. Your adoring fans were anxious to see your face on Zoom.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but I just got the penny. I mean, basically, it would just popped up as the penny.
They don't even see that. They only see my dumb face.
That's what you should put for my picture, is that penny right there if you want to. That's what I would do. I mean, that's me. Yeah, that penny with the yarmulke on it. That's what everybody knows me as.
All right. Well, I'll go grab it. So,
Thank you. But yeah, that's what most people know me by, is the penny. That's always been my avatar.
With a yarmulke? Oh, I never looked.
Yeah, I found it in change and I kept it ever since. It's got a yarmulke on it. It's got the word America underneath. Well, Amir. And then it's got like the tails building on the sidearm. You should take a look at it. It's pretty neat. One of a kind.
All right. So yeah, I can't get that though. Discord isn't giving me a link to grab it. All right. Well,
no biggie. They don't let you screen. It's no big deal. I mean, you can probably just screenshot it from somewhere or something. It doesn't matter. I mean,
yeah. All right. I'll screenshot it. It'll be amazing. There we go. All right. Go crazy. I'll get your screenshot up on screen.
Okay.
While you go crazy.
Go crazy. What do you mean?
Well, explain your rocket idea.
Oh, okay. Well, simply put, the question is, where does your clouds or your elevation of your airplanes, like it's 1 mile, 35,000 feet around that area, you know what I mean? Like it's a certain elevation, no matter which direction you go, horizontal or vertical, from one point of dirt on the surface.
Okay.
So if the clouds are as far from the curve as they are from the ground I'm standing on, which they should be even. So horizontally, the rocket can go horizontal or down around the curve to the clouds. It cannot go flat, horizontal, straight, beeline to the clouds or down. It cannot veer up at all, because on a globe, you shouldn't have to hit the clouds at so many feet past the curve of dirt. So as soon as it hits the clouds, we're done. If the rocket can hit the clouds horizontally before my balloon does vertically, and I'll even let the rocket go first, then it would prove that you guys are on a globe if your rocket wins. If your rocket can't win, it would prove we're on a flat earth, because my balloon can only go up vertically to hit the clouds. And if your rocket can't hit the clouds straight ahead, then there are no clouds and there is no curve.
All right, so you want to launch a rocket horizontally?
Yes, sir, just to the clouds.
And how are
the elevation of clouds?
Yeah, and how is that going to happen? They're going to have to custom build a rocket?
Well, you don't know what a rocket is now?
I do know what a rocket is, but they're not.
You don't have.
They're not designed to fly horizontally like that. That they
They're
don't.
not designed.
Yeah,
Okay, well, get a circle. And hold on. Get a circle. You see the green line around our name? Put a line going from the center out horizontally. Then put a line from the center going out vertically.
Okay.
Show me what's the difference.
Well, it's a
There's
90,
no difference,
90
Big Tune.
degree, but
There's no
a
difference.
rocket.
There is no difference. If there is no difference on the outside of a sphere at a 90-degree L that's both the same distance on each portion or a V pattern, it's the same.
Well,
there is no difference in elevation. There is no difference in distance.
There's
There
something
is
that will
nothing
pull that rocket
different.
down.
No,
No.
there is no difference between the two. You just clarified. Do you comprehend?
There's a huge difference between the two because when you launch a
So
rocket
when it
vertically,
takes 33 seconds, it should take 33 seconds to go up to the clouds for a rocket and 33 seconds from the curve to the clouds horizontally.
no, it's
Both
much
directions
farther.
should be the same.
No, it's much farther.
Oh, now it's not the same direction for the ring around the clouds that an airplane travels. The clouds aren't the same amount distance of a ring.
Yeah, from the ground, but when you're going horizontally,
so
it's a
from
lot
the
farther.
ground, yeah, the surface of your curve, the surface of your dirt. It's not funny. It's an elevation.
It's hilarious.
So the same elevation, it's the same. The green line. You understand that green line around your name when you talk? That's your clouds. Do you understand?
I understand the geometry
when your
pretty well.
airplane goes up or forward, what's the difference? If I put your airplane on the side of the ball, what's that? Isn't that horizontal? What do you mean? What's horizontal and vertical? Can you please differentiate on this ball? Show me on the outside drawing, please. Can you draw a circle and show me horizontal line from the center out versus vertical and how they're different? Just, I mean,
yeah, it's a much farther trip. Yep.
Demonstrate the circle. Can you draw it or not?
If you can't fathom that, then I'm sorry that you can't handle 5th grade math. It's not.
No, we're not going to imagine cartoons and Papa Smurfs. I know that's what you want to do. We're going to have you draw because you're going to be held to an actual statement. You're going to be held to a form and a shape. So draw your circle and draw a line vertically, right, an inch above from the center outward, from the edge of the circle, and then draw a horizontal one from the center outward, and show me how they're different.
All right. I can do that. That's great. All right, hold on. I gotta move over here. I mean, you're not gonna see it, but people on my live stream will see it, so it'll be good. All right, let's see. I'll use that. I'll use this mug here, and then I need something to write with. Where's my pen? Somebody took my pen. I got this. It's a colored pencil. It's not a crayon, so no eating it, okay? All right. So I mean, you could look at my live stream.
I got it on.
There we go. So there's the circle. I'll draw a concentric circle around it, which is the clouds. All right. So we got Earth. There it is. All right, we've got the Earth and the clouds. So then you've got the distance straight up, and I'll use this ruler to measure the actual distance straight up from there. Let's see. I use this ruler here. Don't worry, it's all good. I'm gonna do it in metric just to confuse you. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you have one to the right, horizontally, and then one straight up from the center outward.
This is one.
One vertical and then one horizontal.
1.4 cm. You know what a centimeter is?
Yeah, you can just go. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just make sure there's the same amount of distance from the surface outward.
So there we go.
From the center out.
1.4 centimeter. Now you want me to draw a rocket going horizontally from the surface of the Earth to the clouds there, right?
No, I didn't say that. I want you to draw the line and show us the difference between the two lines being vertical or horizontal.
Yeah, so
What's
there's
the
a
difference?
horizontal. There's the horizontal right
Yeah.
there. I drew the horizontal.
All right, now on the right, like you're a whole different country, from the center to the right of the ball, draw a horizontal line outward from the center out.
Yeah, that's right here. That one right there.
That vertical line is both lines. Now I want you to turn your paper clockwise. Turn your paper.
Okay.
Now that first line you made is all you need, the vertical line.
Okay.
Turn your paper to like the line is 3 o'clock now. Now, do you see that line is horizontal now?
This line down here? Yeah?
The top one, the only one you need, one line.
I don't know
Your
what line
vertical
you're talking
line
about.
is horizontal, depending on how you turn the ball, depending on how you orientate whatever person you say standing where. Your horizontal is vertical. There is no difference. Do you understand?
You're not explaining well. No.
A ball on the top of a ball, if you go from the center outward, you're a straight line, right? Is
Yeah.
that straight line horizontal or vertical?
A straight line going
You have
out
one
from the
line.
center of the ball
Yeah,
is vertical.
which is it?
It's
Yeah, no,
vertical.
is it so is it not horizontal?
It's vertical.
But it's horizontal when you turn the ball to the right.
Yeah, it's
So-
relative to
So the same
it's
line.
relative to the
So you're-
position. It
So the
changes
same
depending
line
on
is
where you are.
horizontal and vertical no matter how you turn the ball, correct?
Yeah, it's embarrassing for you that you don't understand
Yeah,
this
it's
stuff.
embarrassing. Your one line is horizontal and vertical at the
Yeah.
same time, but you can't
Relative
travel each
relative
distance.
to a different
You
position.
have a problem. No, that's your problem that you can't travel that same one line going one way or the other. Somehow you have some kind of weird excuse or some dog shit that you can't hit the
Oh
clouds
my gosh.
at a certain distance all of a sudden.
Like you just don't understand this basic geometry. That's amazing.
So how far do you got to go? What don't I understand about the 35,000 feet? You got to go horizontal or vertical? What are we missing here?
You just don't understand the concept of
35
yes.
Do you understand
Is away
elevation?
from the center.
The horizontal elevation to your clouds is how far?
There's the horizontal elevation.
What
Doesn't
you're
make
trying to
sense.
say is you can't leave this globe anyway, right? You can't
No.
leave the globe now,
No,
right?
No.
Nowhere.
No,
So you
that's
can't
not
leave
what
the
I'm trying
globe
to
in
say.
any direction and hit clouds, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
So how do you hit clouds then?
You just go up.
You just go up.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you just go to the right off your sphere, which is up?
No, up is away from the center.
So we just determined and we just established that horizontal is vertical, up is down, is right, is left. No matter how you turn the ball in orientation, we already established that. Can you comprehend? So your straight line, the only line we have, no matter how you want to turn it, is your horizontal rocket. It is your vertical rocket. There is no difference. Now, to compete and to prove your Earth is a globe, you need to make it from the dirt, right? From the dirt, horizontally flat to the clouds. If you cannot do so, you do not have a globe.
No,
It's really
all
simple.
you've done is demonstrate you don't understand the basic geometry of the
No,
globe.
you
That's
don't
it.
understand that a rocket doesn't have no problem making it to the clouds. What would stop it? What stops a rocket from going to the clouds? We see them go up there all the time, then they turn right back around.
Yeah, they just go up. Yeah,
Yeah, so what stops it?
nothing
That's
stops
horizontal.
it.
Yeah, it's horizontal. Everywhere's the curve on your planet, right? It just left the curve and went horizontal to space. Are you slow?
It has to orbit.
Are you slow?
No, you
It
are.
went straight
Yeah, it has
to
to
space
orbit.
horizontally. It went straight to space horizontally.
No,
Do you comprehend?
you don't understand orbits
So you
either.
don't know what
Oh
a
my
360 is. So the outside edge of a 360-degree sphere you don't understand is all the same from the center
gosh.
outward.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how bad you are at
You don't
understanding
understand
this.
this. Okay, I got another
Oh my
question. Since
gosh.
that stumps you, well, you can invite Elon Musk if you want to see if his rocket can make it horizontally
Well,
to the cloud.
they go to space all the time.
So a fucking measly rocket can't make it 35,000 feet
They
now.
go all the
That's good to
time.
know.
It's
So
commonplace.
how high do I have to set it off the beach for it to be able to hit a cloud past the 3-mile curve?
It happens all the time. I filmed one myself.
So if you set a
watched it
rocket
myself.
on top of a house or a building and shoot it from the horizon, you're telling me that distance, the distance you set it up off the ground, if you set it on like 50 foot up in the air or 100 foot in the air, you're telling me that diagonal drop isn't enough to pass the fucking globe diagonally and hit the clouds?
That diagonal.
So you're telling me you can't
Oh my
hit the globe
gosh.
diagonally from the beach
No,
off your globe
you're
off
just
the curved dirt.
All
off
you're
your
doing,
curved
Dimock,
surface of your
is showing
dirt.
that you can't
So
fathom
off the
basic
curved
geometry.
surface of your dirt,
But this
off
is
the dirt,
so
the curve.
embarrassing for you.
When a bottle rocket leaves the dirt, it doesn't leave the dirt now. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is you don't
A
understand
rocket
geometry.
doesn't leave the dirt now.
Step one, you need to understand geometry, which you haven't
So-
done yet.
So what's denser, the plastic or the air?
You are denser.
The plastic. So now what's denser, a balloon or the air?
You are denser.
So your helium balloon and your plastic are more dense than the air, correct?
You are more dense.
So is an ice cube more dense than the water?
It's less
So you
dense.
don't know, do you?
It's
Do you
less
even
dense.
know what science is? Have you ever seen science? Could you show me a video of science from start to finish where someone manipulated any variables like temperature, electricity? Huh?
Of course, yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes, that's not a... That's,
Yeah? Do you,
oh, okay. And your point is?
do you know what electricity is?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of it.
How do you get rid of it?
How do you get rid of electricity? That's
Yeah,
a
how do you
great-
get rid of energy?
You don't. Oh, I mean,
So you
I guess
can't
you could
manipulate it. So you
convert it
can't
into
manipulate
matter,
it.
I suppose.
So you can't manipulate it.
Of course you can
Where do you go
manipulate
get a
it.
bucket of helium at? Can you go get a bucket of natural helium?
Well,
Or you
yeah,
gotta
if
get
you
it
hold
man-made in a container? Or is it man-made?
helium's not man-made generally.
Can
No.
you go get any natural gas by itself with no top on your bucket in the woods right now? That's not man-made. Please lie.
I don't know why you need. I don't know. Why do you need?
Can you
why-
go get some natural stuff? You naturally.
Why-
You said
why-
it's not man-made, so go get a natural bucket of it, please.
Why do you need a?
Do you understand
bucket?
what non-man-made is? Do you
Oh my
understand
gosh, you're so
what
stupid.
non-man-made is?
You're so dumb. Oh my gosh,
So
it's
go
so
get a bucket
stupid.
of nitrogen, 100% of it by itself, please.
How could
Can
you
you
be
do
this
that?
dumb? Why? Why
How
does
about
anybody
some
care?
oxygen?
Why does anybody
about
care about
helium?
this ridiculousness?
So what are you talking about? What is helium then?
Why does
if you
this
can't
make
go get a bucket of it?
Any difference of it? Why is this this line of reasoning even happening? What's your
Because
point?
you don't have because you just said it's natural and it's not. What's your point? You don't know what man-made is apparently.
In science,
You don't know
natural
what
means
man putting
natural
stuff
means
into
things that are
containers and
not
shocking it
supernatural. In
and
science,
heating it up or
hold on,
cooling
listen
it
up.
or putting it under
Listen up.
pressure
I'll give you
or
a little
decompressing
tip.
it.
Little pro tip
And
here.
then they shock
In-
it with
in
electricity.
science-
What's
in
a container? Is that container man-made or not?
It doesn't matter. In
That you put
s-
the gas in?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be.
If you can't go get it, it pretty much does.
No, it doesn't.
You
It doesn't
get
need to
natural
be.
gas at. So now it's not natural. You can't go get any.
Just because it has natural gas. it
Can
was
you
named.
actually
Oh my
go get
gosh.
gas?
Yes, because everything in the universe is natural.
Where? Go get 100% oxygen for me.
Everything in the universe is natural.
I'll wait.
Yeah, you'll wait. But for not understanding
About
things
100%
is what.
helium. Go get me some.
Why?
Since
What-
it's not man-made.
Why is
'Cause you
this a
can-
thing? Why is that a thing?
Because
Why do
you
you care about
supposedly
that?
think you know something, but you don't know shit.
Well, that's what you've said, but all you've done is be ridiculously crazy so
I'm
far.
asking you to go produce some of the gases you say are natural to go
Why?
get some.
Why do I need to produce them?
Because you can't.
Why do I? But why do I
Because
need
you
to?
couldn't.
Well, neither can you. So what? Why does it matter?
I'm not the one who said they're not man-made. I said they are man-made. You said they're not. You said they float around in air. And you can
Helium
go
is
get buckets
not
of them.
man-made generally. I mean, you can make it,
Well,
but it's
how's
not.
it
It's
made?
expensive.
Where's it come from?
Where's
How's
it come
it produced?
from?
Do you know the process?
It's not. It's produced.
So you can't go get a bucket of
fusion.
it, but it's not man-made, and you got to buy it in a container that a man makes.
What does
Cool
what
story.
does it matter if it's man-made or not?
What do man-made containers mean to you?
What does it matter?
So when a
You-
man takes
this-
something
this is
and they put air
ridiculously
in there, right?
stupid.
They put hydrogen or whatever you claim that is, and they put it under pressure, and then they slap a name on it. You think that's what now?
Who cares? Nobody cares about you.
Who
Your
cares
dumb
about your
ideas
container?
here.
It has one kind of air in it, and they call every kind of air. Who cares?
You're just making no sense. I mean, you're
Who
going
cares
off on
that
this
you can
crazy
just make
tangent.
up a
Nobody
label with
cares
your
about.
globe priest? Your globe priest can just make a label and put a sticker on something, and that's all they got to do, right?
No, it's way more complicated than that.
No,
You would
just
not
put a sticker on
understand.
a container. It's
You
way
would
more complicated.
never understand it. It's way more complicated.
Never understand the natural gas process of you never being able to get any.
That,
How about you show us live where the natural gas just pops up everywhere?
they get
Do
natural
you have
gas
the video?
like
Do-
natural
have you
gas
ever
is-
seen any like science where have you ever done any science where you manipulated stuff?
yes.
Did you manipulate gravity?
Yes, you can by negating it.
Something
yes.
you don't know what it's caused by, you can manipulate.
It doesn't matter.
That's
yeah.
weird.
It doesn't
Matter what
Nope.
causes it. No,
It doesn't. Not at all.
So
it doesn't matter at all.
what causes electricity or static, but you're going to manipulate it when
Correct.
it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
it doesn't
what
matter
causes
how
it.
it's caused. Yeah, you can do experiments
So
without
when you
having
don't
the
know
cause of
anything
it
about
understood.
it, you're
yeah.
going to manipulate it.
Yeah.
So you have no clue. You're looking at a cartoon you've never seen before, and you're going to manipulate the author through the cartoon that he drew because you've never saw it. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you've never done science. It's
So-
amazing.
So,
Your lack of science
so
understanding
how far
is
are your?
tantamount
How are you
to
going to demonstrate
it's-
your
it's amazing.
clouds from the horizon?
You just
How do
look up.
demonstrate
You
your
just look up.
elevation?
There's clouds.
Where is your elevation from the horizon
Oh my gosh.
to reach the clouds? From your curve?
What the hell are
your
you
globe?
talking about?
Hello.
Did
The
your
globe
parents
ring
hey,
around your name.
Did your
the
parents
clear
have-
ring around your name, your clouds.
Did your parents have any
atmosphere.
children that
Where
lived?
is it horizontally? Does it exist horizontally? Can you not,
Look,
not
all-
just go
all
to
you've
city to
done-
city to city horizontally?
All you've
How
done
come
is
just
show that
go
you
from
don't
city
understand.
to city to city for thousands of miles? How come there's no clouds horizontally?
Oh my gosh. How can you be so bad at this? All right, Mark Sermon.
Your globe's the one that keeps on going.
All right, hold on a second.
But the flat Earth is what beats your fucking retarded rocket because your stupid ass
Of
rocket
course,
cannot beat a balloon to the fucking clouds.
Well,
Your stupid ass rocket cannot beat a balloon 35
but
fucking
where-
seconds,
where did
33
this
seconds
where did
to a
this
cloud.
happen? When did
So
this
now
happen?
your cloud, so now your rocket can't fly all of a sudden.
Wait,
Now you
33
got no
seconds for
rocket
the balloon to
physics.
go to the
You got
clouds?
no rockets. Now you can't reach the moon. Now your rockets are broke. Missiles can't hit targets now. Now you're all of a sudden fucking
What
retarded.
the hell are
And
you
missiles
talking
don't
about?
go horizontally. Nothing flies horizontally like
How could you be
planes
so
and
wrong
jets
about everything
and every fucking
at
thing.
the same time?
And the rocket that goes up vertically has to turn, guess what direction? Horizontally to leave the planet. Fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
it has to in order to orbit.
So
Oh
why
my
would you
gosh.
have to do anything but be directly on the fucking dirt and go directly horizontally to the cloud within 20 seconds, 30 seconds? Why would you
Oh,
ever
it's
do
for
anything
friction. It's for friction.
but? No story time. No story
You don't
time.
understand. You don't understand friction? Okay.
No story time.
I'm not
And
surprised.
when does a helium balloon go horizontally to space? If you're on a fucking ball and from the center is everything and everything's the same. Why
Wait.
the fuck does the helium pick one certain direction?
Because of
Why would
gravity.
helium need to pick one direction?
Because of
No,
gravity.
it's a sphere, goofball. There is no difference from the fucking center out, ignorant. There is no difference. We determined that, retard. I don't know what you're laughing about, but a fucking V is no
Make it how
difference. A
stupid.
V from the center outward is the same distance, Mick stupid. You're fucking retarded,
How
dude.
can you be so bad at this? People are wondering if you're a Poe. Like, are you intentionally being as dumb as possible to give flat earthers a bad name? That's the question people are
What?
wondering.
Okay. What's the helium do when you put it in a van and you drive forward?
In a balloon?
Yeah,
A
in a
helium
fucking
balloon? Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah, if you accelerate, the helium balloon goes towards the front because of
Why does it do that?
because of the acceleration.
Because it's showing you the van's accelerating, dumb bitch.
Yeah,
So if
exactly.
fucking helium was accelerating on an Earth, dumb fucking retard, the helium would race in front of it, you stupid fuck.
It's not,
It's
but it's
doing
not
that, is it,
accelerating.
you ignorant motherfucker. It's only going vertical.
But
in
it's
the
not
van, it
accelerating.
goes vertical and forward. You got to tie it to stop it from going both, you stupid motherfucker.
Gosh.
So it's automatically going to
Oh
go
my
vertical no
gosh.
matter what, you fucking retard.
But wait,
no matter what, it's
do you
going
think
vertical.
that
You got to tie it down.
do you think
right?
that the Earth is
So
accelerating
then when you
massively?
go forward in the vehicle, stupid fucker, your helium goes forward. So if your planet's moving through space, fucking retard,
It's
your
not
fucking
accelerating.
helium
though.
would only have one choice, but to go and rush to the area that is fucking hitting it from the front, the area that it's going through space.
No.
The helium would rush to.
But it's
It
not
would rush
accelerating.
ahead
It's
of your
constant
planet.
linear. It's
The
constant
helium
velocity.
would rush ahead of your planet, showing the movement, and a pendulum would
Oh my
move the
gosh.
opposite direction. So
It's
a
not
pendulum
accelerating,
would show
dummy.
a fucking reaction. The
Dimock,
pendulum would show the reaction
It's
of
not accelerating.
backwards, and the fucking helium would separate. The pendulum and the
But it's
helium would
not
make a space in between them.
accelerating.
Can you sit
Oh
a
my
fucking
gosh.
pendulum and a helium balloon and show the space between them on your moving
My
globe?
gosh, are you dumb?
Oh, wait, you retard motherfucker.
It's not accelerating, so it's not going to do that.
That means your Earth isn't moving, you stupid bitch.
No, velocity and acceleration
Dumb
are
bitch.
different. Do you not know the
No
difference?
helium moving, no moving car.
Do you not know the
No
difference
helium
between
moving,
acceleration
no moving
and
globe.
velocity?
Do you comprehend? Even the little kids understand this.
Oh my gosh.
MC Tune. Go get your kids and let's see if they understand.
Oh, they do.
The moving balloon moves with the car.
They understand the
after me.
difference between
The
acceleration and
balloon
velocity.
moves with the car.
When the car is
The
at
balloon
constant
reacts
velocity,
on the fucking
here's the
vehicle
question.
and moves ahead of the medium. So
when-
if gravity is
hey,
locking your
listen
motherfucking
up.
atmosphere,
Listen.
like the shell of
Listen.
the car,
Hey,
the
listen up.
balloon would
Listen
hit the
up.
fucking shell of
I
your
have
gravity.
a question. I have a question for you. When the
You
car
need
is at
answers.
hey,
You don't need questions. You need answers.
when the car is at constant velocity, does the balloon move forward or backward?
Why is the fucking helium moving?
I'm asking the question
Because
to
your
you,
vehicle's
and are
moving.
you scared to answer?
So if you
Are you scared to answer? Here's the question: when you're at constant
helium
velocity,
shows
what
you
happens to the
movement,
balloon?
Right.
When you're at
Does the
constant
helium show
velocity,
you
hey,
movement?
hey,
Hello?
scaredy cat here. When
Does
the
helium show you movement? That's all we need to pay
it
attention
shows
to.
velocity
Action and
or
reaction.
acceleration. It shows acceleration.
Helium van. So
It
stop the helium
responds to
balloon.
acceleration.
Deflate the helium balloon. Deflate
Dimock,
it. Get riding down the road.
It only
riding down the road,
responds to acceleration.
Start riding.
You don't know the
riding down
difference
road,
between
then
acceleration
blow
and
your
velocity.
helium up. While you're moving,
Oh
blow
my
the
gosh.
helium balloon up, right?
Are you
So it only
so dumb
experiences the experience
that
of the
you don't
movement
understand
that it
the
feels while it's
difference
moving.
between
So
velocity
there
and
will be no
acceleration?
difference in its vector of velocity and movement. The conservation of momentum
how
in the van will
incredibly
be
dumb.
moving already.
You are
Then you're going to
so
fill up the helium. You're going to have conservation of
stupid. I
momentum.
mean, flat
Then you're gonna
earthers,
fill
you
up
guys
your
should
helium
stop
balloon.
him.
While you're driving down the road, your buddy
Flat
can
earthers
fill the
should
balloon.
stop him. I mean,
Then
he is
your
giving
helium
you
balloon is still going
the
to
worst
go forward.
possible impression.
Meaning,
Go
while
ahead.
you have a
Go
conservation
ahead.
of momentum, your helium is still going to go from that point and still find its way to the front of the van, you stupid motherfucker.
Not when you're not
Therefore,
accelerating.
even if it's moving or not moving, before or after, the fucking helium will notice movement. Sorry for you, retard.
It's only acceleration.
Sorry,
you don't know the difference.
retard. That
Oh.
means you're not moving.
So do you
no
know
spin.
the difference?
And
What's
when
the
your rocket
difference
can't
between
make it in a
acceleration
fucking
and
balloon,
velocity?
when a 2-hour
Hey, Demmoch.
balloon can beat your rocket to the clouds, you have no globe.
Hey, Dimock,
Sorry.
what's the difference
Bet of
between
the century.
acceleration
Are you
and
ready
velocity?
to put your money up? Are you ready to bet on your globe rocket not being able to
Absolutely.
hit the fucking clouds?
Absolutely, I would. But good luck getting that rocket.
You
I don't
would.
have one.
You would. You
I
would.
have-
Well, go get Elon Musk.
I have
Doesn't he got
$10,000 ready
So
for
what,
you to
Elon
show me
Musk
how
does- so you can't buy
celestial
a GoPro
navigation
rocket
works.
with your 10,000. So go buy a rocket, you fucking retard.
I don't have a rocket.
Go get your rocket. Fuck your $10,000 worthless dog shit.
I don't
Go
have
get your
a rocket.
and show us the horizon by shooting to the clouds off of it. If you can't do so, it doesn't exist, you fucking idiot.
That's not
We're
how it
talking
works.
reality here, buddy.
That's
Your
not how it
sand, fucking water, horizon edge, right? To the clouds,
Oh.
flat. The fastest way to the clouds. Do you comprehend?
Yeah, I mean, the incredible wrongness of everything
your
you say.
rockets don't work now. So now rockets, I want all you Globers to know your rockets cannot go to the
No.
clouds.
No, all you've done is show that you don't
Man,
understand things.
Just told
That's
you
it.
that rockets can't go to the clouds and you guys don't understand things. You don't understand your
You've
globe
claimed.
is the same.
All you've done is make claims.
Horizontal is vertical. Up is forward on a globe. Do you understand? Forward and vertical and horizontal.
No.
North, south, east, and west are the same direction
Oh,
on a
all right.
globe.
So
only
now,
down is
all
the
right.
globe.
So now
Only
here's the
down
question
is the
for you.
dirt below your feet.
Here's the question
Down
for you.
is only the dirt below your feet. Down is the dirt below your feet.
Yeah.
Forward is
got
not
it, got
down.
it. Got it.
Forward on a globe is
All right,
up.
here's the question for
So
you.
when you walk forward,
you
you're
explain
walking
this?
up mountains.
Or are you not
walk
capable?
up and around the mountain.
What's the difference
So you
between
walk
acceleration
1,000 feet
and
up
velocity?
and a foot forward.
Hello?
So you walk
What's the
1,000
difference
foot
between
forward up on a
acceleration and
globe.
velocity? I'm just
1,000
asking you.
foot forward up on a globe.
Do you know the
Answer me. Are
difference?
you walking forward or up?
Do you know
Did you
the
walk
difference
1
between
foot or
acceleration and
1,000 feet?
velocity? Hey,
Did you
Dimock,
walk
do you
1
know?
foot or 1,000 foot forward? You went up a mountain. There's a 1,000
Oh
foot
my
hill in front
gosh.
of you. 1
Like,
foot
he
in front of
can't-
you. Did you walk forward or 1,000 foot forward up?
He's too dumb to even answer a question. All right. Well, I will read a few super chats while he goes in the background. All right.
We have one line from the center of your globe.
All right. Let's see.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock,
Wow. He like he doesn't know how to stop talking and answer a question. So, all right. Woo. All right. So, Mr. Unite for the Children says, all right. Flat out shout out for $2. Thank you for that. Hey, Dimock, as soon as you're ready to have a conversation, let me know. Okay. I will have a conversation when you're ready. I hate smartphones for $199 says quantum degreaser has to be a Poe, right? Well, you might be onto something. As soon as you're ready to have a conversation, just let me know, okay? David George for $2 says for some sweet toonshine. Thank you. Oh, I think I read that one already. Thank you. All right. Jiffy Cones. Oh, that's for that. Yeah. Shh. Yeah, we know you don't understand. Oh, dear. Okay. Somehow the burden is on me to purchase a rocket. I love that. Oh, this is good. Many Karen says, what did the flurf say to the water? Get bent. Petermas Prime says for 5 Australian, I think you and Craig should start look at new tactics to debate these odious people. Yeah. I mean, well, how do you debate somebody who isn't capable of even having a conversation? Well, what do? They don't have any evidence. All he has is a misunderstanding. So, Mark Sermon for $10 says, has anyone ever mentioned that if you skydive near a coastline on a nice day, you can see through the ocean as it bends away from you in the distance? For example, clouds through far side of water. If you skydive, no, I've not skydived, so I haven't noticed this. On a nice, you can see through the ocean as it bends. Interesting. I haven't noticed that. That's an interesting thing, Mark. I don't know how that might look. Tell me as soon as you're ready to have a conversation. Let me know. Okay. Connell Silverfur for $5 says Dimmock's problem is that he cannot think in 3D. Like all flirts, he seems to have a problem understanding that up and down do not exist in space. Exactly. He just demonstrated that he doesn't understand up and down in space. Yeah. Why kick a moo cow 855 says he speaks fluent stupid, which with such authority. Absolutely. Complete authority. All right. Got that. We got Bill McGuire says, I bet $1 million he thinks he's making good points. Exactly. Oh my gosh. All right. RT96 says $2 a natural bucket. I think his confusion is he imagines that anything that people have made makes it not natural. He doesn't understand that in science, when they use the words natural, they mean not supernatural. He doesn't understand that. So Cinnamon Control for $5 says 5 people watching just had a stroke collectively. These are words, Dimock. Yes, but they make 0 sense in the order you put them in. Whoop-de-doo. Rodent no last name for $2 says, can you go get a bucket of God? Dimock, can you go get a bucket of God?
I don't know what that is, retard. You fucking idiot.
Humphrey Pushcart for $6.66 says, golly, the return of Rain Man. All bluster and dumber than a 5th grader. Oh, Lake Titicaca. Oh, fuck. He thinks he knows science. Mr. QTube, first name Fa for $2 says, Dimock, are you a Poe? Dimock, are you a Poe? Are you a Poe? Are you intentionally doing this to make flat earthers look bad? Yeah, D-Man D-Man F fight. I have it here. Right there. Right there. I have that same thing. So yeah, he doesn't know what horizontal and vertical means. He thinks it's yeah. So all right. Dimock, are you a Poe? So Humphrey Pushcart for $6.66 says, "Golly, Skeeter, I'm cooking some natural gas right now. Want some?" And he also doesn't know that like natural gas is just another name for some other thing. It's just a colloquial name. Stephen K for $4.99 says, "Being..." Hold on, listen to this. This is a good one for you here. Hold on. Listen up, Dimock. I got this one for you. Shh, Dimock. Shh. Listen up for this. All right, whatever. "Being this ignorant must be a full-time job. Hope he gets paid well for it." Gaming with both hands for $5. Oh my gosh. All right. Yes, mostly methanes is natural gas. But I suppose there's a bunch of other stuff mixed in. So, gaming with both hands for $5 is, this is what happens when all your personalities try to talk at the same time. This is like, was anybody there when John Puckett was on with FTFE and Team Skeptic? It was the same thing. Like, he couldn't stop talking. He's not capable of not talking. All right. Jiffy Cones for $3 says, "All incredulity with no evidence for flat Earth." Absolutely nothing at all. Oh my gosh, he doesn't understand the difference between liquids and solids. Oh my gosh. How dumb. How dumb. All right, RT96 for $5. Remember about 12 F-bombs ago when Dimock said, "I don't need no moderator"? Well, he definitely, yeah. Kyle Silver for $5 says, "Dimockery, you have 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason. Close the latter and open the former. Learn something and stop showing your ignorance." Oh my gosh. Mr. King Sleepy, first name Sofa, says for $2, "Ask him to explain the difference between acceleration and velocity." He can't stop talking long enough for me to answer one question, even though he pretends to want to hear me. Hey, Dimock, I have a question for you. Dimock.
The permeability of the magnetism of your
What
fucking blood
is
in
this
you
new
are like
insanity?
copper.
Wait,
and
you gotta back up.
exert
You gotta
currency
back up. I
from the
wasn't
fucking
listening.
magnet of air.
You gotta back up. I
Air
wasn't
is
listening.
electricity and liquid is electricity.
I wasn't listening. You gotta back up.
You do not dissolve air into your blood. If you
Certainly
did,
I do. Yeah, hemoglobin.
I can prove to you right now.
No, you
Take
can't.
the smallest breath you can and don't let it out. Let it dissolve.
Okay.
Never happen. You have to let it out. Therefore,
Oh
there's no such thing. It's not dissolving anywhere. You have to let every single bit out that you pulled in.
No.
Therefore, you're done,
you
son.
inhale carbon dioxide.
You're
Your body
done.
gets rid of carbon.
You can't do it without letting it out, can you? You got to let it out, don't you?
So dumb.
So gotta let it out, don't you? You gotta let that air out, don't you?
All right, here we go. Back to this. There we go. All right. Wow. That's amazing. Steve6464 for $2. "Why do you keep this foul mouth flare font?" Yeah. I mean, it's to show how dumb flurfs are. I mean, the dumber the flurf is, the more it damages flurfism. So Dimock is destroying flurfism right now with his incredible stupidity. So Green Bolt for 5 Canadian says, "Somewhere in the Netherlands, QNFEE is breathing a sigh of relief because we've all suddenly forgotten how stupid he is." Yeah. D-Man Fight for $5 says he's deeply misunderstanding his own illustration. Can you draw it properly for this idiot? Well, yeah, I did, but he doesn't even understand this. Yeah. See, he thinks that he doesn't understand the difference between up and down on a sphere. So, all right. Many Karen for 15 shekels says Dimock proves that when you're in Flurf, no one can hear you scream. Daryl Jackson for $10 says you should give him next year's top left award right now because no one is beating this guy. Not unless you let the First Amendment auditors that don't know the law. Yeah. Oh. Gosh. He doesn't. Oh my gosh. A fun game is to unmute him every minute for like 20 seconds and then try to match up what he said with the previous time was unmuted. Hey, Dimock, did you know helium is mined? Do you know that they mine helium? Yeah, all right. Yep. Delco Man says for $5 after this debate, I feel like you've been breathing pain. I've been breathing. Yes. Like, oh, Dave Cernak has a question. What does perpendicular? What does perpendicular mean? What does perpendicular mean? What does perpendicular mean? Yeah, I know you don't know. That's why it's funny. That's why it's funny. Oh, it's hilarious. All right, you have a picture? Where's your picture? Wait, you said you have a picture. Where's your picture? Where's your picture? I don't see your picture. You said you had one. Oh, you didn't show me the picture. You said you had one. All right, Dave. No, I didn't. No, they're different. They're not the same. All right, Glober Mom for $5. If he is this insufferable regarding the shape of the earth, can you imagine how he is at work, or the dentist, or the doctor? Absolutely. What do you do for work? What do you do for work? Are you a taste tester down at the urinal cake factory? No, you were at work earlier. Like, what's your job? No, you never once did you do that. You don't even understand acceleration. Oh my gosh. All right, Delco's Man says for $5, as an actual scientist by profession, natural means not ghosts. The only person that says otherwise is QE, not one other scientist I've ever talked with. Exactly. Natural means not supernatural. Did you know that? No, actually, supernatural would be things that are not physical. Oh dear. Kano Silverfirst says, MC Tune, why do you have to bring Flurfs on that try to force feed me word salad and BS dressing after I've already had a big dinner? I know. Dimock, Kano Silverfir already ate. All this word salad is just too much for him. All right. Delco's Man says for $2, helium is mined. Did you not know that helium is mined? They make all that? How do they make it? What's the process? The process is dirt. How? What's the process? Do explain. What's the process of lava? What's the process of making of dirt making gold?
What does temperature break down into everything in sand? What does the ocean crash?
What the hell are you talking about?
Everything into sand. Everything is glass. Once it's not glass, it's plastic. Once it's not plastic, it's metal. Once it's a certain type of metal, it's a certain type of metal.
Are you just talking alchemy? Do you think alchemy is real?
You can make a brownie. You can make a pancake. You can make a cake. You can make a vanilla cake. It depends on the ingredients. So you got gold. You got silver. The dirt
what's
are
the-
your ingredients. Different dirt, different metals, different
That
glasses.
that's not how it
different
works.
sand.
No, that's not
Yes,
actually how it
bitch.
works.
You heat up sand. You
Oh
make
my
stuff. Retard.
goodness.
Yeah, retard.
That makes no sense at
Yes,
all.
retard.
Well,
Yes,
what's the process
retardo.
then? Go ahead, explain it.
Yes, fucking retard. I just told you heat up sand, and what's it do?
Turns to glass.
It's not sand. Heat up a diamond, what's it do?
It stays a diamond? I don't know.
Same thing, bitch. Heat up gold, what's it do? It all becomes
It
gas,
melts?
doesn't it, bitch?
It
It all
yeah, but it's
becomes a
still
gas,
gold.
doesn't it,
Even
bitch?
as gas, it's still
1800
gold.
degrees, gold becomes a gas, bitch. When you freeze
So?
a fucking diamond and smash it on the ground, it breaks, retard. Yeah, gold.
But
you
it's still
fucking idiot.
diamond.
You don't know what gold is now?
Of course I do.
So what do you know? Do you know what 1800 degrees is?
It's a temperature. Is it Celsius
Do you know
or
the gold
Fahrenheit?
turns to a gas.
Sure.
1800
Sure.
degrees.
At some temperature, gold is going to turn to a gas, but it's still gold. It's just in a different phase.
So why wouldn't all the gases turn back from heat or be able to be turned from an ingredient of a mixture back from heat or not or cooled down?
They can if
Why
they're
would that
cooled
be
down
any
enough.
different?
They can if they're cooled down
So,
enough.
the dirt, you heat up a certain amount, you're gonna get some gold, you're gonna get some diamond, you're gonna get some silver, you're gonna get some
Oh my
quartz,
gosh.
you're gonna get some plastic, depending on what the fuck is in that amount of dirt, idiot.
Oh my
You
gosh.
fucking retard. Are you that retarded, bitch? How did all the material get made on the earth? Did man make it?
It was
Sir,
super
did heat make
supernovas.
Heat, retard. Fucking heat, bitch. One thing called energy, you fucking retard. Heat made it all.
It was fusion. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could put it that way,
difference of
fusion.
heat, you heat it up.
And what
and then
does
it's mixed.
what does
And when you cool
any
it,
of this have to
separate
do with
and burn it
anything?
off with different acids, will burn more different things away, and then you get what you're left with. You fucking retard, man-made shit.
You get what you're left with.
Yeah, that's called science, bitch. Action reaction. What you're left with is what you're left with, not a fucking story, retard. Not snuffle up against fucking dumb shit. Like, oh look,
Oh
I'm a
my
retard.
gosh.
I'm gonna make some shit up like gravity.
How? Oh my gosh. So
The
explain again the
equation for
process. You take
What's the
dirt.
equation for gravity?
You take dirt and then you do what
is
to
the
it to
equation
convert
for
it?
Gravity?
F equals a G M1 M2 over R
Give
squared.
me what starts gravity. Give me what creates gravity, please. Hurry up.
I-
All-knowing
Doesn't
Mr.
matter.
Globe wizard.
That doesn't
science
matter, does
god,
it?
Globe religion. Can you demonstrate for your audience how a tide works on a ball next to a river, next to a waterfall, all next to each other simultaneous in real life?
A tide?
A waterfall, a tide, and a lake, and a river, all
Okay.
working. Water like they do on Earth right now in front of you. You can stand and see the ocean. You can look over and see a mud puddle, a pond, and a lake right separated.
Okay.
Live. They all do their own thing. Can you demonstrate that, Narnia Glober?
Can I demonstrate? Yeah, you just go look at it. Just go look at it.
No. No, demonstrate, I said, not looky-loo. I know snuffle up against that. You think fucking looking at making shit up like, oh, look, turds come out of my mouth. No, that's not science, buddy.
Oh, turds come out of your
You
mouth?
get to look at the ocean and say turds come
What?
out of your mouth.
Why do turds come out of your
Look
mouth?
outside, turds come out McToon's mouth. I'm right now, right? That makes me right? By your fucking admission, retard.
Oh my gosh.
Just fucking look and declare it, and it's true,
Oh
right?
dear. All right. Monkey cat, I'm gonna
Retard.
all right.
So you don't
Let me know when you're all right. Monkey cat pat says flat earthers don't need measurements, they have their eyes in total disregard of anything scientific. Well demonstrated here by Dimock. Let's see. Connell Silver says, Tune, I'm not a math guy. I change oil for a living. You really don't need math to debunk flirts. Just a bit of logic and scientific understanding. Yeah. Waikikamook House says, rip Mallory's laptop, thou shalt be missed. Absolutely. It's a good question, Professor Phil Bell. Ask him what an oximeter you stick in your finger is for. The problem is, he is so immature that he cannot actually have a conversation with another human like an adult. So, Graham Price says, as a Newton for 2 years says this guy is personifying Dunning-Kruger. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Inquisitor Rurik says Dimock is perhaps the best argument against democracy I've ever heard. I can't argue with that. Pat's Cats is a new member at Newton. Thank you for that. And then Pat in the chat says Dimock could be up for POTY, Poe of the Year. I wish he was a Poe, but I think he's actually this dumb.
No, you don't have a globe. Can you demonstrate temperatures in a scientific lab? All the temperatures that are happening on a ball live. The ones in Australia, Antarctica, Greenland,
Antarctica?
Iceland, the rainforest, the
Did you just
desert.
say Antarctica?
Live. Antarctica, motherfucker. Clean your ears out.
You only said Antarctica.
A ball. Pay attention, physics boy. Don't run from your science, you laffy taffy.
Tell you what.
What the fuck, dude?
You do that for your goofy flat Earth. And first,
listen, the only thing that's that's not in contention. We know the Earth is flat. We know everything works in flat physics. We know
what? Oh, it does.
Demonstrate flat things, right?
Well, go ahead then. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do one.
One globe win from you, McToon. One globe win from you, not a flat physics, not flat physics of water.
I mean, how do you make a flat earther stop talking? Ask him to explain flat Earth. I mean, he'll just talk about something else. I guess. All right. All right. We'll turn you down again, and we'll see if when you're ready for a conversation, let me know. Stephen K says, so this is where curse words go to die. Absolutely. He's so... Pronoun 1990 says, wow, the loser did show up. He did. I have to say, I don't think I've had anyone dumber than him on. I mean, I've had some dumb flat earthers, but I don't know if there's any dumber than this guy. I don't know. What is flat physics, Mute Donkey? I have no clue. Oh, jeez. Bill McGuire for $5 says, this is ASMR for serial killers. That's perfect. That is perfect. That is perfect. Chronic Avenger for $5 says, he doesn't understand the difference between melting and boiling point. Gold melts at 1900 Fahrenheit while boiling at 5000. Oh, see, I didn't know the number offhand. It seemed a little low. Let's ask him.
Anywhere. I haven't seen no scientists ever do science anywhere in a class.
Dimock, got a question.
Manipulate electricity, manipulate the variable,
Dimock, got a question.
Magnetism,
hey, hold on.
Manipulate gravity.
We got a question. Dimock, got a question. At what temperature does gold turn to gas?
Manipulate your radiation. Manipulate your fucking frequency. Manipulate frequency. Manipulate sound. Manipulate the frequency and the gravity of suns and the fucking galaxy and the gamma rays. Have you ever really manipulated a fucking thing?
I have a question. I have a question for you. What temperature does gold turn to gas?
2500.
2500 what?
Degrees.
What units?
2500 degrees, dumb bitch.
Yeah, Fahrenheit, Celsius, Kelvin.
Whatever you want, fucking tard. How retarded can you be, dude? How many answers you need, retard?
Just the one correct one.
Dude?
Just the one correct one. Yeah, just. I mean, I gotta look it up.
Well, I don't know. See how hot you can get something. Do you even know what 5,000 degrees is? Do you know what 20,000 degrees is?
It's temperature, yeah. But you haven't specified the units, though.
Can you show us that? Globe gobstopper?
Show you what?
I don't know. Can you show us gradients in a scientific lab of gobstopper air, water, and oil mixing in a gradient like our name, the green line? Like your gobstopper globe supposedly coalesced and formed from gravity, and the densest one finds the middle, and
why is that so hard to do?
Forms a ring of a layer around it, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Can you go get your gases and show us the denser ones and the less denser ones together inside a sphere, please?
All right, here we are. Here we are again. So I'm asking you, at what temperature does gold turn to gas?
Listen, while it's spinning,
At
can
what
you
temperature?
demonstrate the physics of your air sticking around your
But
ball?
just
You
a
can
question.
even put them inside the
Just a
plastic
question.
sphere. I'll give you a fucking container.
All right,
Now
come on.
demonstrate the spinning
What
ball,
temperature?
separate the air and the physics that you're running from, retard bitch.
All right.
Go look it up, Google.
At what
Go
temperature
get the fucking ball. This
does
is what we can't look
gold
up, McToon.
boil?
We can't look up global fucking physics. We can't look up
Well, all
physics of
physics.
gases and waters
All
and oils.
physics is
Separate
globe.
themselves by the densities of which they are.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And the
At what
center
temperature does
Godstopper, when finding
gold?
itself towards the
Hey,
center, right?
Hey, at what temperature does gold
Can we
boil?
what temperature do we got to demonstrate your Godstopper to separate
At
the
what
mediums?
temperature does gold boil?
What temperature?
Come on,
what
listen up.
temperature does air
Listen up.
separate
Have a
from water
conversation like an adult here.
into a spherical pattern?
At what temperature does
sphere
gold
form.
boil? At what temperature does gold boil?
At what temperature does oil form a sphere in the center of a gas?
It's a ridiculous question. At what temperature
Your
does gold
spinning
boil?
ball, Godstopper, has density gradients. They're spherical gradients.
Yeah, okay.
Gobstoppers. Do you know how a gobstopper works?
Yeah,
It's got the chewy center.
I love that. I love that. That's your.
Right?
Yeah, that's all you can think of.
Chewy center, magma, lava, right in the center, right? And it's got the iron core, right? And inside that, right? Right?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep, go crazy.
The dense part. So can you show us in nature or in a lab, can you demonstrate this happening where the densest stuff's going to find itself in the middle of your sphere spinning? Go ahead. Go ahead. Sure. Go ahead.
Well, I suppose you would then have your analog for flat Earth, right?
Gravity never stops. It's a constant, right?
Do you have your
The
analog for
universe
flat
never
Earth that
stops
you could
making
demonstrate?
balls and making spheres and making globes.
You can't? I didn't think
balls
so.
Never stop happening, and everything just coalesces into balls.
Okay.
And everything's just
I'm
here.
still trying to. There's
your
still a
fart
couple
is a
questions
sphere.
outstanding here. Couple
You shit out
questions.
spherical farts.
Dimock.
Your fart is a sphere.
Hey.
And you can weigh your fart on a globe because your fart's
Okay.
dense and it gets pulled down by mass and gravity and it's attracted to the scale and it pulls
Sure,
down with
yeah.
pressure.
All right. So the question I guess you can't
Question
answer
why does the
is
feather hit
the
before
boiling
bowling
point.
ball?
Well, in a
Why
vacuum
does the
they
feather hit the ground before the bowling ball?
in a vacuum they hit at the same time in an
Why
evacuated
does the
chamber,
feather hit before the bowling ball?
but it doesn't.
Go watch the video, buddy. I thought you and Spurskabo went over it.
Yeah, but they accelerate downward at the same
And
rate.
why did you break out a ruler and tell Spurs and the other three people you were on with when you told me you didn't know how to use a ruler? Why the fuck did you break out a ruler on them and tell them about a ruler when I told you that's what you need for measurement? And you told me, no, you can't use it. But you used it fucking 3 other shows? You stupid fucking cunt. Stop going back on your lying ass whole word, bitch. You fucking retard. Now, when you want to measure
You don't
something like the
understand
dirt in the earth,
measurements.
you go
I
get
know.
a fucking tape measure just like out of your mouth, bitch.
There's other ways
Out of
to
your
measure
own mouth.
things.
Out of you and
I had-
TFE, bitch. You both pulled up a tape measure.
I had a surveyor on just
You said
2 hours
this is
ago.
how you measure the
And
dirt. I don't
and
care if
and
you
he's
had on
an
Cartoon
expert
Boy.
at measuring things without
Cartoon
using
bitch,
rulers.
You ain't an expert at nothing but lying. So go get your fucking tape measure and show us what you can do from your back door. Put a flag in the curve and then show us the elevation to the clouds horizontally.
With a
please, right now,
tape
I'll
measure. You want that with a tape measure?
You know right outside. You know everywhere's the curve, right?
Yes.
Everywhere's horizontal. You know that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So why can't
Everything.
you hit the cloud
No, not everywhere has a horizontal tangent plane.
horizontally up?
Yes.
Why are you not hitting the clouds?
Horizontal's not up. Horizontal is the opposite.
Horizontal is up, bitch.
Horizontal is orthogonal to up.
I just asked you a question. I have a picture over here. I jumped away from the ball. Which direction? If you can't answer, bitch,
If you
horizontal
jump-
is up.
No, it's not. Horizontal is tangent.
I got a drawing over here. You got one chance to match
Send
it.
send
I
me
have
the
a word.
drawing.
Which direction am I jumping from the globe? You got one chance.
Vertical.
You're fucking wrong. It's horizontal. The word is horizontal. Get it right. Now, do you guys understand that he
you're
doesn't
so
know direction
wrong.
from a globe? Do you understand?
Oh my gosh, how can you
Do
be so wrong?
understand that none of you know direction from a globe?
Then you clearly don't. It's funny.
Away from the surface of dirt is what direction?
Vertical.
Horizontal.
I guess if you do it like a long jump.
A straight line from the center out is a straight line from the center out, correct?
Yes, but it's relative to the person's position.
That means either way, retard. Relatives means
No.
whatever you want, bitch.
No,
You
no.
fucking dumb fuck. It means whatever your comprehension is, motherfucker.
It's
You fucking idiot.
it-
It means whatever way you're facing,
It's
bitch.
horizontal
You
is
stupid-ass motherfucker.
horizontal
You know
is
what orientation
orthogonal to the
is?
vertical.
You don't know what orientation is? Do you know what away from the ground is?
Vertical, yes.
There's only one way away from the ground. What
No,
would every direction
and
be
actually,
vertical then?
no matter where you are, it's a
Every
different
direction is
vertical.
Vertical then, retard.
Measured. It's been measured.
Show me which direction's not vertical from the ball then. Draw a line out it.
Any direction that's not vertical would by definition be not vertical then. Yes.
Now draw a line out that's horizontal and show me which one's not that.
That-
Show
that-
me how they're not the same.
Yeah, so vertical
Do you need
is
my drawing, pinhead?
orthogonal.
Do you know
Vertical
what
is
pinhead looks like?
You
Pinhead
asked
has a
you
lot
asked
of
a
needles
question
in
and
his
you
head.
won't let me answer. Are you
Pinhead
scared
has
of the
a lot
answer?
of needles stuck in his head.
Are you
Which one's vertical
scared?
and which one's horizontal?
Are you not letting me answer because you're scared of the answer?
Needles in his head. Can you point out the horizontal or vertical?
I hope he's not procreate. Do you have kids? I hope not. Please don't have kids. Please.
Dude, I got a billion needles in this ball. Which
All
one's
right.
vertical and
All
horizontal?
right. I don't know. Throw the dwarf of the House of Torg for 2 Australians says you had 33 on. Yeah, who's stupider? All right, that's a good question.
You got 33
That's a good question.
toothpicks in this fucking
All right.
potato.
Who is stupider?
Toothpick is horizontal and which toothpick is vertical? Can you point it out?
All right, so we've got 33. We've got Demmoch.
There's 33.
Who else? Who else should go in the poll for the stupidest? Oh, Paid Nessa Shill says he has kids. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, Victor Crew. Yes, Victor. All right. I have him turned down a little bit so that you people can hear me. So, yeah. All right, Victor Crute. Oh, there's Jason. Yep. We've got Jason. Yeah. All right, there it is. Yeah, there's too many to just. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's Mitchell from Australia. There's Flat Out Zero. There's so many. Anyway, well, there's your chance to vote. People are voting to see if you're the stupidest ever, Dimock. So just so you know. All right. So yeah. All right. I had 33 on. So you get a chance to see. You get one vote. Stephen K says for $4.99. This is the audio version of monkeys typing Shakespeare. If you let them talk long enough, you'll get a full science textbook. Ah, no, never. Oh, Peter Miss Prime says, hey, Dimock, how much practice per day is required to flap your mouth so much? Dimock, I got a question. Hey Dim. How much practice per day is required to flap your mouth so much? He can't. Poor guy. He can't even answer. Chronic Avenger says when a cop radars him for speeding, he asks, "Where's his tape measure?"
Chronic Avenger, your bet says it all. You think ice cubes are less dense than water too, don't you?
They are. They are less dense than water. Yes.
Yeah, go hit yourself in the head with one, and then hit yourself in the head.
Well,
with water.
but it's a solid. It's not a liquid. You don't know the difference. I got it. Chris Hoffman for $5 says, "What I want to know: which flat Earth group would claim him and or welcome him?" That's a good question. Hey, Dimock. What group welcomes you? What group of flat earthers will claim you as their own?
McToon, you fucking retard.
I'm hello.
Not
Which
the electrical resistance of the fucking medium being thicker or less
I'm
thick.
waiting. I want an answer
The
to this one.
electrical permeability
Which
that
group
can-
of flat earthers welcomes you as one of their own?
Listen, I'm a reality person. High to low, hot to cold, positive
got
to
it.
negative. Let's go to
I
a
got
lab.
None.
If you want to talk to me, let's
Kind of lonely. All right. I hate smartphones for $4.99 says, can we please send Dimock to the moon without a spacesuit? That would be. There we go. People have been there. So, Charlie Duke put a picture of his family on the moon. Eon Dust for $5 Australian. If you told him the angles of a triangle add up to 180, he'd probably complain that the triangles can't get that hot. Hey, I got a question. Dimock.
There's no Coca-Cola on the moon. There's no Nike Air. There's no motherfucking commercial in the dirt.
What?
There's no logo. There's no icon. So there's no moon, bitch. No moon going. No
Nexus
such thing.
Knight 2 says, hate to say it, but the
McToon
dude you're
just
debating
told you
is a
your
grade A
rockets can't
dumbass.
Go to the clouds.
Absolutely.
Do you understand?
Hey,
Rockets cannot go anywhere.
did
McToon
you
just
know
told
that
you
the
guys that.
sum
He
of
will
angles
not
of a
put his
triangle
money on a
is
rocket.
180 degrees? Did you know that?
McToon will not put a rocket going to the clouds.
I don't own a
will
rocket,
not leave
so
the surface of a ball to the clouds.
why? How could I possibly bet on that? I don't have a
Scary
rocket to do
bitch.
that with.
McToon would not bet on Elon Musk's rocket to go to the fucking clouds horizontally.
Oh,
'Cause he's a
I've
dumb
seen it
cunt, and
myself
the
with
globe
my own
doesn't
eyes.
exist
I
because your
watched it
globe
with my own
doesn't
eyes.
exist. Because your globe doesn't exist. Because your globe doesn't exist. Because your globe. Go get Elon. Go get a real motherfucking glober here, bitch.
Wow.
Go get a real glober with some real shit that he can really do, motherfucker. Let's put it to bed once and for all, retard.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you
Go
wanna
ahead.
do that
Go
for
ahead.
fun?
Measure it.
I'm trying to help you, bitch. Do you want the Nobel Prize for proving it's flat with me or not?
No, it's not flat
Do you
though.
want all the money that comes with it?
But
Do you
it's
want
not
all the
flat.
bets that you automatically win and the
But
bitcoins and all the shit
But
that
it's
come
not.
with it?
But it's not
All
flat.
your money, all the stuff. No, it is. That's all it is. It's not round, you retard bitch. You can't bet on the rocket for a globe.
I would
You're not
absolutely.
betting on the
Yeah, I
rocket,
would.
so
I
how
would
is it
certainly
round?
do it. I just don't have
You're
one.
certainly not
Do
betting
you
on
have
your
one?
globe curve. You're not betting you can leave the globe dirt to the horizon.
Did you know
or
that
fucking clouds.
the angles of a triangle add to 180 degrees? Did you know that?
You're afraid to bet you cannot leave the surface of your
All right.
planet. The surface, bitch.
Johnny
To the fucking clouds.
Johnny Charcoal for $2 says he believes this. I've heard his script many times. Yeah, I know. He is. That's why I'm saying he is this dumb. He believes this nonsense.
You got a globe that doesn't exist, Narnia. Pope McToon.
Oh my gosh. So all right. So now, do you have any actual evidence for flat Earth? Do you have any evidence for flat Earth?
It's definitely not a pear. What is your globe? What does it look like exactly? Could you draw
Bri-
it for me, retard bitch?
Brian Peck is wanting you to explain your balloon challenge again.
Globe on paper. Lock it in for us, retard.
Well, paper is 2-dimensional and the globe is 3-dimensional.
Lock it in.
Brian Peck is asking you to explain your balloon and rocket challenge again.
Tell Brian to suck a dick. Listen, can you draw?
You can't explain it? Is it too hard? Is it too hard to explain? Is it too hard? Is it too hard
It's a
for you,
little
Dimock?
circle. Too hard.
Is it too hard?
Curve. Globe.
Ant says he's incredibly stupid and
Cartoon
uneducated, just
globe.
watches crazy videos
Cartoon
and he
circles.
believes them.
Cartoon globe. Can you blah? Can you
So
draw
First
your
Amendment
blah
says, I
shape
can
that
see on
Neil
his
deGrasse
face
said
he
your
is so
globe was?
scared to do
Can
the
you
sextant
draw
math.
blah
So
for
First
me,
Amendment,
please?
I
Can you
can
draw
get,
your circle,
I
pear,
can use the
potato?
measurements from a sextant to get a person's position.
Do you
but
need
no
the
flat earther
sextant to
can.
draw your potato Earth? What's it look like, please?
A potato Earth? Oh, the Earth is much larger than the potato radius.
No, your Earth.
What?
It's three
cut
fucking oil changes. Your Earth is 3 oil changes. It's small as fuck, idiot. Can you draw
It's
your
3
potato Earth for me?
The Earth is 3 oil changes. That's a unit
Yeah,
of measure I've not heard
7,000
before.
miles an oil change, fucking tard. 3 of them. It's just about the shape of your Earth. So your grandma went to the
3.
store and went to work a couple times and drove around the Earth and didn't go nowhere, you fucking idiot. 24,000 miles is nothing on your odometer of your car.
Can
when
you show me
got
the?
more than that, don't you?
Can you show me the
your
measurements of
odometer
flat
and
Earth?
Show me how large the Earth is compared to your odometer.
Oh my gosh. The Logical Hillbilly says, Dimwit is so cute. He thinks his idiocy is important enough for someone to spend millions of dollars on. Yeah,
You drive
of course.
24,000 miles really quick. Does your car have 100 and some thousand miles on it?
270.
So you drove way more than the globe, your puny ass globe, right?
So
apparently it's
yeah,
fucking
Timbo
flawed,
Tuttle.
right?
All right, let's see
So
here.
apparently you could've
I
drove
think,
your fucking car
I
and drove
think,
around the globe and measured it, right, McToon?
I think he's talking. See, this is what I think he's talking about. That somehow
From your front door
he thinks that
back door,
this
proving it was a globe
and
lined
this
with 3 oil
are
wedges.
like a rocket
That
go
simple.
horizontal. But on the other hand, he also doesn't understand up and down. So here's what I think he's trying to talk about.
Kept around the globe for 24,000
So, all
miles,
right.
and then went to your front door after you left your back door. 24,000 miles, 3 measly oil changes.
All right. So here's the other that at
Small ass
see, he doesn't explain it well, but I've gathered that this is what he's talking about. So he thinks that this vertical and this, right, this one here, since these two are parallel, right? You see that these are parallel. He thinks that this horizontal, which is only relative to this particular position, is the same as this, which is only relative to this position or this position. He doesn't quite understand the geometry. Therefore, he thinks he's debunked all of science. And yeah, he can't explain anything exactly. Dimock is a foul-mouthed half-wit. He is not a half-wit. He doesn't even rise to the amount of half-wit. So, all right. All right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Dave Cernick. Even Ricky from Trailer Park Boys isn't this dumb. Oh, Secret G, if understand what Dim says, then you might be a flurf. Yeah. See, he doesn't rise to half wit. He's not even a quarter wit. I oh my gosh. That's Robert Madwell. I'm gonna do that. All right, hold on.
What point does a fucking plastic and the helium balloon become less dense than the air? Show me which point that is.
All right, I'm gonna give that a try.
Science
right.
boy.
Here we go. All right, go ahead. Keep going. Explain yourself. Oh, he stopped talking.
Helium. Helium in a balloon. How is it less dense than air? Which time? What point in time does that plastic become less dense than the air?
Oh, the plastic's not, but as a whole, it is.
As a whole, it is.
Yeah, the balloon and the helium together are less
on
dense.
The balloon and not a part of the balloon ever. It's always connected to the plastic and inside of it. So now you added two densities together. Usually, you got the density of the plastic that didn't change, bitch. It's still a plastic balloon, you fucking retard. What's it, magic?
Your pal Al, yep. He's a 1 over infinity.
Now you have
infinity.
A pressure
Infinity width.
To a fucking
that is right.
Thing. You got a dense thing of like getting a plastic bucket that's more dense than the air. Now you force helium in it.
He
now
doesn't
it
even
less dense.
He can't even comprehend that it's the entirety of the balloon, not just the helium and not just the latex of the balloon.
Tons of pressure of helium. That's pressure, right? That doesn't exist now.
Gosh, because as he just goes and goes and goes with the nonsense, it never ends. Can you imagine? Can you imagine him being this guy's coworker?
Now your density you added
you know, at down at the urinal cake factory in the taste testing department. And you like be like, hey, bring this pallet over to the dim guy over there to taste test. Like, oh no, you do it, man. I don't want to do it. No, you got to do it, man. You have to. Like they would fight to not do it. But anyway, all right, let's see how this poll. Oh, dude, Dim, you are winning this poll, 80%.
Since helicopters hover, McToon thinks the buoyancy ability of a hovering helicopter makes it less dense than the air. He really understands science.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking retard.
It's hilarious that you would accuse somebody else of that.
At what point does the plastic become less dense?
It's not. It's not. It's not. I already said that. It's not.
Helium balloon ever be less dense than the fucking
Because as a whole, it's less dense than the air. There you go.
The plastic, at what point does it become less dense than the air?
I already covered that.
You said never. Now the whole never as a helium balloon can never as a whole be less dense.
Oh, why
than
not?
the fucking air, because it's the whole always.
Why not?
In the plastic. It's a part
Why
of the
not?
plastic, retard.
What's the lift formula for
Show me how
balloons?
it's less dense. Show me how you can stick your fucking hand through it more than you can the air. Show
And density
me.
doesn't have anything to do with the difference between solid and
Show
gas
me,
and
retard.
liquid.
Show us
How
how
can-
it's less dense, dumb bitch. You still haven't done
Oh,
so, but talk. You say
you-
a fucking word, retard.
You're the one. You're the one that's done nothing but talk.
Cause
The
lab
irony.
coats are science. Cause Newton and Einstein. Cause gravity. You
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
retard. At what point does the plastic
It's a
become less dense
it's a
than
good
the air?
point. Vadim has a good point here. He says it can become less dense than the air if you vaporize and superheat it. There you go. There's how you could do it.
So you dissipate it to gas with the same gas that it's in. Okay.
I mean,
so you
you asked
the
in
same
isolation how
So
how
you
the
switch your
balloon could be
potential. What
the material of the balloon
What you
could be less
manipulated was
dense.
temperature and potential. What did you manipulate?
Temperature and potential.
Temperature and potential.
Potential
What
what?
did you manipulate
You
by
didn't finish.
melting
Hold on.
plastic?
You didn't finish. Potential what?
Melting plastic.
Potential what?
What? I'm asking you, you fucking
Temperature
retard.
and potential
what?
what?
Did you manipulate? I don't know yet. What did you manipulate? By melting a balloon, what did you manipulate?
You added heat.
Did you change the fucking? You added heat. So that's your science.
No, I'm just mocking you for being stupid.
So heat equals density now, right?
No, heat is not
No.
density.
So what did heat do to make it less dense?
Well, it caused a phase change.
So it changed the potential, right?
The potential what?
The potential material.
No, it didn't change the
potential
material.
resistance of the fucking material.
Typically,
it was a thicker.
if you
more
just say
fucking
potential
dense amount of material.
with
It was a
nothing
denser,
else,
thicker amount
it
of plastic,
often
and then you
refers to
melted it
electricity
to
voltage,
fucking
electric
beyond
voltage.
the density that it couldn't be held to. You melted it to a fucking electrical gradient of
It
gas.
shows
a
the
permeability
true
of
intelligence of
electricity.
someone when their arguments always resort to insults and cussing. They can't
It's
actually tell anyone
electricity.
their beliefs beyond
So
acting
you
like a high
heated
school
up with
bully
electrical
with
fucking
IQ of
voltage,
0.
and now what else? So
Exactly.
you manipulated electricity, and what else are we doing?
Oh, that's a good point there, Bobby. Bobby Turner says, I don't think
You
it's
got
possible to
electricity,
act
You
this
added
dumb.
voltage.
I don't think he's
So you
acting.
manipulate
This is,
the potential by
he's
adding
not an
electricity.
actor.
You understand this?
He really is.
What did you do? Did you ever manipulate helium by freezing the top of it in the vacuum?
Freezing the top
you
of the
did it.
helium.
Did you freeze the vacuum container? Did you manipulate it any way or shape or form, retard bitch?
What the hell are you
temperature.
talking about?
Did you heat it up? No.
Oh my gosh.
Did you manipulate the fucking variables of nature, of reality,
I
of physics?
don't know what
No
you're
exists
talking about
anywhere
here.
but on Earth. The only physics you'll ever experience are high to low, hot to cold, and positive to negative.
That's
lab
the
boy.
only physics? Well, you don't know much
Yeah.
about physics. There's a
There's
lot
no-
more to
there's
physics
no
than that.
science. You don't have any science.
What is
Science
the
doesn't
formula? What is the formula for the
Science
density of the
I
balloon?
don't know cartoon fucking Bible boy. I don't know. You tell me Bible formula scripture.
What's the
You tell me,
formula
idiot.
for the density of a balloon? Go ahead. Tell us all. Educate us, you very, very expert.
That's not my Narnia. That's yours, idiot.
Oh, density is something you don't understand then. Okay. To nobody's surprise, you don't understand it.
A rocket's denser than the air, you said.
Yes, of course.
Because all you got to do is add helium in it, bitch.
To a rocket?
Dumbass bitch. All you got to do is add helium to a balloon plastic that's not denser, that's more dense.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is add helium, right? That's the only thing you fucking changed. I asked you what variable did you manipulate to change the density of the fucking plastic.
Oh, yeah, you heat it up. You heat it up to make it less dense than helium.
Up. No, you didn't. You put helium in it.
No. You asked when does the plastic, which
helium.
Of course it's probably not plastic.
Here,
I don't know. You're making no sense.
So what did you do to the plastic balloon to make it less dense when you put helium in it?
Well, the plastic, which isn't plastic, you could convert to gas by adding heat.
Fucking retard. You didn't do that, bitch. You added helium in a fucking balloon. Get with the fucking conversation, you stupid motherfucker. Can you stick with the conversation, 2-year-old? Do I got to go get a 5th grader debate for you? Get one of your kids, dude. I'm serious. One of them would be able to stick on topic. So the plastic, when you add helium, right? These are the only things.
I'm all out.
I got a balloon. I've got my helium. I added it. What did I do to make the fucking plastic more dense? Buoyancy, gravity, boy.
You didn't make the plastic more dense.
Did I make it less dense?
You did not make the plastic less. It's not plastic. You did not make the not plastic
so now
less
the
dense.
Helium balloon is more dense than the air, no matter what the fuck you say, you retard.
No, actually, the helium balloon as a whole,
always,
the helium balloon as a whole is less
more
dense
than the fucking helium in it, and it's gonna be than the fucking air around it, and the helium inside it makes it even more dense, adding to its densibility.
You got to hear this one. Humphrey Pushcart says for $6.66. The funny thing is that Dimwit does not comprehend he's being mocked for our entertainment, for our enjoyment.
The funny thing is your globe doesn't exist and you don't understand science. Because you think adding helium to stuff makes it fucking all of a sudden less dense than air.
As a whole, it does, yes.
Helium inside granite. I got the
easy to test.
Right
easy
here.
to test, yeah.
I'm going to put a little bit of helium in there now all of a sudden. Look, lo and behold. It's less dense now, retard science.
So can you provide one single piece of verifiable evidence for anything you've said all night?
I can only provide the fucking science you provide me with. Helium makes
you got nothing. Dense. Got it.
Your science, globe pope religious scripture says helium.
Yes, Mythbusters did make a lead balloon float. That was a very good one.
Your fucking globe Bible. You don't have a globe.
So your interlocutor does not know what density is or how to calculate it, but he is emphatic that his assertions are true.
Who would you declare your Pope, Michio Kaku or Neil deGrasse?
Very, very true there, Tony.
And when Michio Kaku says you're wrong to the 23 billion
so
zeros,
what is the formula for densibility?
I don't think you know what science is, McToon.
So what you should do is you should calculate the density of the balloon. Can you do that? Do you have that capability?
How would you do that when you think everything's dense? You think helium's dense.
It's your claim. It's your claim. It's your misunderstanding of it.
You retard.
Calculate the density of the balloon as a whole.
So whatever you just said, I repeated you. Whatever you can show us and show us how you change the density of the plastic, let us know. We're ready.
What weighs more, a football field with helium or air? Do you know?
If you ask McToon, it has to be the football field with helium. It's less dense because you put helium on it.
But which is heavier?
Pay attention.
I don't think you quite understand.
Don't you understand we're mocking you fucking retard globers? Don't you understand we're mocking you retarded motherfuckers because you can't find your horizontal clouds? You don't know where they exist. You don't know how far your clouds are from your curve that you stuck a flag in. Your house represents the curve. Now, from your house, how far horizontal?
My house represents the curve? How does my house represent the curve? My house doesn't.
Point to anywhere on a sphere and tell me how that doesn't represent a curve.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Any portion of the outside of a sphere, you fucking retard, and show me how that's not the edge or the curve of that sphere. Are you fucking dumb?
You don't know what topography is, I guess. Okay.
Are you fucking dumb? Yeah, the surface, bitch. It's called the surface of your fucking globe, cunt. The surface.
Oh my gosh.
Call it how many different names you want for it.
Yeah, here, let's see. There is the link to the Discord there, Sean.
You dumb.
Anybody, go ahead and jump in.
Dumb motherfucker.
It's hilarious.
Break it down for your dumb ass that doesn't understand anything. You're the one that keeps
So-
asking me what
so
this
which-
means and what that means.
which,
and your fucking retard fans
which
are asking what
scientific
everything
publications
means,
have
and
you
they know something and
published
claim to
in?
know in the same fucking sentence as asking what the fuck it means.
Hey,
How
hey,
many fucking
hey,
targets can your buddy be?
which scientific journals have you published in, since you seem to be
don't
smarter than
know.
all
I published
scientists?
ones your fucking queer buddies did live. Do you
Can-
have any science you've done live, dumb bitch?
I-
Globe boy.
Science doesn't require that everybody do it
Fine.
individually.
Do
That's
you
not how
have
it
any
works. So,
you've done, since you know all about it, and you're telling
Yeah,
us that you're
which-
mocking me by
which
science,
weighs
you're
more?
mocking me with physics. Which physics are you going to mock me with?
Which weighs more? A
I'm
football
waiting for
field
your
with helium or
physics to
air?
answer what everybody already knows. The solid material weighs more than the non-solid material. You fucking idiot. Solid, thick material you can't put your fucking head through. It's more dense.
Yeah.
You can dive into it. It's less dense.
No.
You can't. It's
You
more
don't know the
dense.
difference between liquid and solid. Wow.
No, you don't know
Amazing.
the difference between density and buoyancy and area and surface tension.
Amazing.
Of fucking material resistance and potential. You don't know electricity, bitch. You don't know water's electricity and air's
Water's not electricity. No, it's
And
not. Oh my
anything
gosh.
you take fucking hydrogen, what you call it, right? The number one everything gas, bitch. And when you put it in a container, it becomes everything. It becomes helium. It becomes nitrogen. It becomes argon.
How does that
It becomes
happen?
Every motherfucking thing. Don't ask me, science, bitch. Figure it out. Know it all, bitch. I thought you knew.
What's
it
your
all.
claim? It's not my claim. I don't
thought
claim that. You do.
No, it's your container, bitch.
It's your claim, not my
No,
claim.
it's your science claim that everything's hydrogen. You stupid bitch.
Then
That's
then
your fucking science
what-
globe cunt.
what
Don't
other
put it all
than
on
a
me,
duck
religious boy.
floats?
You don't know your own
Sorry, no.
shit science.
What other than wood
You don't know
floats?
scripture. You don't know your own fucking scripture. That
What
hydrogen
other-
is the number one
Hey.
element of everything.
Yeah, but it doesn't just
You don't
randomly
know
turn into
your
other
own
stuff.
Scripture that hydrogen is the number one element of every fucking thing. Therefore, being the thing that you need to get everything from.
No. I mean,
Yeah, show me how not.
oh my gosh. In
Show
a
me how
star.
everything's not
yes.
From hydrogen.
Oh my gosh. Can you cite your source for everything is hydrogen?
Your science. Google it, bitch.
So dumb.
Big Bang.
So dumb.
One particle. Big
Oh my
Bang.
gosh.
The Big Bang.
Well,
one molecule.
Demock,
Everything
you have
down
you
to a
have
focal point.
gathered
What's
to
that
your
focal point called?
your
What's
server
that
here
Big Bang focal
a
point? What's that
collection
matter called?
a collection of
What is
people
a Big
that
Bang
are going
focal
to
point
entertain you,
called?
because I'm gonna let them entertain you, because you have exhausted
Got not one
your
answer
value
from
to
you.
me for
You
tonight.
wouldn't bet on your globe. It shows how much you
So,
don't believe
all
in
right,
the globe.
you go right ahead there,
God is a flat earth.
Demock.
You've got flat earth
It's
physics.
been
You done
it's
demonstrated
been
you can't
incredibly
demonstrate globe temperature. You can't demonstrate any
it's been you making a fool of yourself constantly for 2 hours, so I do appreciate that. So, all right, everybody, go ahead, have some fun.
and sand in a ball and show us how everything works. The physics of your ball.
All right. Whew. All right. Gaming with both hands for $2 is proof that you have to be brain dead to flurf. So he is on the Discord server there if you people want to go participate. I'll put the link there one more time. There's a whole pile of people right there already in there ready to have some fun with, well, what 79% of you said is the stupidest flat earther I've had on here. So let's see here. Yeah, who is stupider? Dimock, 77%. 33 gets 15%. Victor Crute with 4%, and Jason at 2%. So Let's review the evidence that he presented. End of review. He doesn't understand, intentionally, unintentionally, I don't know, that vertical is relative to the position you are on the surface of the globe, and used that lack of understanding to imagine that he somehow made a point. So, could you actually imagine having to interact with him on a day-to-day basis? It would be absolute torture. He is such an horrible person. Wow. And we've got First Amendment in here, who's been going. I've not been paying a whole lot of attention to, but says that he claimed that I'm mulling over the sextant math, thinking how are we going to handle this narrative? I don't know what you're talking about specifically with the sextant math, but sextants work perfectly well on a globe. And no flat earther in, has it been 12 weeks, 13 weeks, has been able to show how a sextant works on Flatopia at all. So First Amendment, if you'd like to come on and demonstrate how it works, you just let me know. All right. That was a mighty quick review, yet concise. Yes. PhD Tony, he's too busy dredging his vocabulary for the next swear word to visualize or understand anything. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I joke about he should be their king, because if everybody's experience with flat earthers was him, there would be no new flat earthers. He is such a horrible, terrible person. I do not want him to stop being a flat earther. Please never stop. Please never stop. What is needed for a sextant angle to work? An accurate map? Well, that certainly helps. Yeah, so First Amendment, feel free to send me an email. I'll check my email to see if you've sent it, because it's in the Hector the Cat sent me a summary, which I cannot read, of what Dimock said. So First Amendment, feel free to just send me an email. I will make it easier for you. mctoon@mctoon.net is my email address. Oh, I gotta get the... There you go. Send me an email if you would like to challenge me, if you have the courage to challenge me. If you have some sort of a sextant challenge, I'm up for it. If you have made some measurements using a sextant at a particular location, I would be happy live to get the position of the observer using the globe in there. So my keyboard, Heat Shield says, your keyboard sounds like someone pretending to be a human while stepping on folded pillowcases with unreleased next-gen prototype slippers on. My keyboard is... I love this keyboard. It's the Microsoft ergonomic keyboard. I got it at a garage sale for that many dollars. $3. It might look like a 5. It's actually $3. $3 I paid for this. It was, I bought it several years ago as a spare, and it's now my primary. So yes, First Amendment will definitely be too scared. But now I will gladly put my challenge up for you, First Amendment. It is, I want to be clear, it costs you exactly nothing to attempt. Right there. There is the challenge. If you get it right, $10,000 will be yours. So Vadim says, you use Microsoft keyboard with Linux? No, even more weird. I use it with a Mac. I have the very same keyboard at work on my Mac at work. I think Microsoft really found their calling making this one keyboard. I think if they could focus on their calling, they could maybe pull through. I had a very interesting phone call with Microsoft today. They really screwed up. 2.5 months ago, they screwed up, and they've given us a runaround for 2.5 months on a ticket. They even lied to us directly 4 times. 4 times. Finally, I got it escalated to a customer care person of some sort, and he apologized for lying. It was great. So, anyway. So yeah, all right. I will pull up for First Amendment just for you. First Amendment. I hope you're still here. You should still be here. I hope you are. I will put up the challenge, and you can look at it. There it is. Here is the challenge for you, First Amendment, for any flat earther at all. $10,000. Now I want to be clear. Number one, the money is already in escrow, and I have a link on this page or on no, it's on the hold on. There it is. On a separate page, escrow right here. I pre-announced that I was going to be moving the money with Bitcoin in a video right here. That's this video. And then later, the money transferred, and I did a video confirming it. And so you can look at the date of the videos, and then you can look at the blockchain transaction right there and see that the money changed, that it moved after I said it was going to. So somebody else is holding it. It's 0.4 Bitcoin. Brainy Beaver is holding it. I do not have the money. Out of my hands completely. Number one. Number two, there is an independent judging panel. I'm not the only judge. If you don't like my my assessment, somebody else, a panel of 3 people, will be convened to be the judges. Not me. It's out of my hands for the judging. The person holding the money has been instructed to follow the decision of the panel. We have a written and signed contract so that he knows that he doesn't have any liability if I disagree. He is supposed to do it. And then this is important. The rules are clearly written, and they're put into this text file right here. Here's the file. You can download it. There's a hash. You can right here, a SHA-256 hash of that file. You can download it, and you can verify that the hash doesn't change. In fact, it's in the video. So you can see that it, in the video, it's actually in the video. It's not like in the description. It's in the description too, but it's embedded in the video. So you can see that I never changed the rules. The rules do not change. I cannot move the goalposts. And then finally, they're clearly written. How do you win? Well, you need to get within 25 statute miles of the observer's position twice using the same method. Very clear rules. So First Amendment, super simple for you if the earth is flat, of course. He says, perform the math for a 6-mile horizon and a 600-mile horizon using Polaris in miles and post all angles for both. I don't quite understand what you're talking about there. Maybe you could do a better job explaining it, or just come on. So I have already posted the challenge. And right here, this is the first set of star angle measurements, Regulus, Arcturus, and Dubhe. Or we could call it Dubhe, right? So I've already put up the money. It costs you nothing to join. And I've clearly written it out. So versus your goofy, I don't quite know what you're talking about thing here. So anyway, what do you mean by the math? I asked because I have a honors degree in mathematics and a PhD in applied mathematics, and to me, your question is meaningless. Flat earthers can't do math. That's an absolute rule. I've never found a flat earther that, well, one, but he just denied everything. So maybe it's not an absolute, but yeah. No, I don't think First Amendment is red pill philosophy. He just use it. So run, baby, run. I told you, run from what? You didn't explain anything. You just had a collection of words that make no sense. So perform all the math for a 6-mile horizon and a 600-mile horizon using Polaris in miles. That makes absolutely no sense. None at all. So when did I discover Dimock and where? It was on the Asylum. Somebody had called me to talk about this particular challenge. They had questions. And so I joined the asylum, and then somebody in Sin Cleanser wanted to debate me. And so we set it up, and then he didn't show. Dimock was there in his place, and well as two other people that it was a good debate. It's on the channel. It's got 3 ice cream cones on it. That's the debate, I think, there. So Riley is great at converting meters to kilometers. You mean Oakley? So all right, I'm waiting. Could First Amendment angles will virtually be the same? So please go ahead, First Amendment, write out in much more detail and in extremely much more clearer language what it is that you're talking about, because you make no sense. You make no sense at all. So the elevation angle, so let's see, Manabrat said the elevation angle of Polaris from eye level is approximately equal to your latitude on the globe. It would not be on a flat plane. That is correct. On a globe, it will be linear as you move 1 degree south on the globe, then Polaris will dip by about 1 degree. It's not directly in the center. So, but if the Earth were flat, it would not be a linear relationship. It would be an arctangent relationship. When you increase your distance by, say, 100 miles, the Polaris would dip by a certain amount. You go another 100 miles, Polaris will dip by a less amount. It won't be the same. So the same distance on flat Earth, the dip of Polaris would be a different distance, different quantity of angular dip. This is it's I mean 8th grade math basically. So ask First Amendment, how does the angle change at 35,000 feet if the angle are virtually the same? I don't know. Creighton or Oregon says, I think he's saying angle to Polaris will be the same from any distance. Yeah, see, not only can the First Amendment not do math, he also can't do English. So, I mean, you have the First Amendment, you have the freedom of speech, yet you do not take advantage of it very well. So anyway, I've given you my email address, First Amendment. So go ahead and write up in detail whatever stupid idea you're talking about. And then certainly you have $10,000 that you're going to put in escrow, right? And you're going to write clear, acceptable, clear, objectively measurable acceptance criteria for this challenge, right? And of course you will have an independent judging panel for this challenge, right? I mean, I do. It's the bare minimum for a challenge, I would say. So haven't seen the math. You haven't asked a proper question yet, so you won't be getting the math. You would have to ask a proper question. Well, a bunch of people are having fun with Dimock, and so he's getting the attention that his parents probably didn't give him. All right, Chronic Avenger. He's talking about the drop to the horizon on a globe, but he doesn't understand the horizon doesn't rise to eye level. Oh, yeah. Is he talking Polaris or is he talking angular dip of the horizon? See, like he's just not even smart enough to put, yeah. Dimock is just yelling. That's all he does. That's the only way he knows to communicate. So anyway, yeah, that's what I got. So let's see. I've got a few things. I've got next week. I've got Hillside. He was on with FTFE a little bit ago. So, and he left in like 30 minutes. So I got Hillside coming on next week. This weekend I'm busy again. So the Toon Show, I won't have anything on there again this weekend and the next weekend and the next week. I'm swamped. May is absolutely swamped. So I might do something on a different day of the week. We'll see. I need to finish reviewing the Derpy movie. I had to sneeze. Well, Hillside said he might get a camera. We'll see. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? I don't know. You want to see? All right, let's hear the Discord for a minute. I'm sure it's just him yelling. I'll do that just before we go. I got a knot in my headphones here, my earbuds. Oh, jeez. All right, Bobby Turner. Did you add my suggestion from Twitter about starting both targets in the shade on the cool moonlight challenge, or was it already in there? Just got around to reading the whole challenge and saw it. I have the version. I haven't really updated the version much since it was initially out there. So I think when for the cold moonlight challenge, they both need to start in the shade, because the question is whether or not cold or moonlight makes it colder. Because your baseline is shade, is not moonlight, and then you adjust the thing so that the moonlight then can shine on it, and then according to the flat earthers, the temperature should drop. So anyway, I need to change that. One of the problems is that it's easy to fake. So this is a computer inside. Somebody that's smart, for much less than $10,000, could put their own readout on here and game the system. They wouldn't be a flat earther, and they wouldn't be proving the point that the flat earthers are trying to prove anyway. So I can't let that happen. And that's kind of a killer. So I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is it has to be observed. There has to be an observer there. So, I think that's the only way. All right. So let's get a little more. Here we go. Here comes the, so a little bit of the chat on the Discord server. Here we go.
Show you something because you're not asking for anything. You're just shouting in general.
Technology sounds good. Can we see it?
You're just going to deny them.
That's
just
called
going to
building
deny
shit.
it.
You're
I
just
could go
going
to
to
my
deny
fucking
the video.
university
He
right
won't
now,
stop
go
talking.
inside a lab and just show you a fucking physics
Engineering
experiment,
is
but you would
science.
just shout all the time and not listen, and you
So
wouldn't.
there you go. I mean that's he should be the spokesperson for flat earthers. It shouldn't be Mark Sargent. It should be him, because he is the cure for flurfism. He is the cure. Yeah, you can't converse with somebody like that. He doesn't want to have a conversation. Yeah, you can't hear what's going on. Anyway, so I think for the cold moonlight challenge, I'll have to have an observer be there to monitor it. And I would probably have the observer bring their own, if this was the thermometer used, bring their own and open it up there. Otherwise, some other way of measuring temperature. Again, it's hard to do at night. It's hard to film all these things at night to make sure nothing is being cheated. That's why you have to have an observer. So anyway, but I will probably do a special case just for Chris, because I didn't explain it. I didn't have it that way to him. So I would say, look, Chris, you could do it. And you will have just a several months window to do it. So there it is. Imagine if Dimock was employed by Microsoft customer care. It would actually have been worse than my experience. Definitely. But not a whole lot. I don't know. I was very upset. I was really upset with Microsoft. I mean, it's not hard. They don't give a damn. They don't care. You have to do what they say, and if they do nothing, you can't do anything back. So there it is. Anyway, so that's what I got for tonight. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you. I don't know. This guy, he was so horrible. But that's what I got. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.